Oh, what's up, people? It's a celebration. Totally Local Podcast, number 100. That's right, Monmouth County, Ocean County, Jersey Shore's most colorful characters, entrepreneurs, and businesses. But tonight, it's all about this podcast, all the friends we've made along the way, the whole journey, number 100. Here we are. I can't believe it. So many guests coming out. I had a brilliant idea. Leo said I couldn't do it. Challenge accepted. Here we are. He made it. Of course he was late, but that's okay. Totally _local _podcast on Instagram. You know this. Come on. Of course we're on Facebook. That's where you're watching it live. Thanks to a shared universe podcast studio, Ming. Oh my God. And you might be wondering, Andrew, why are you sitting there by yourself? Because I wanted to take this moment to tell everybody thank you. And I wanted to say this is how it all started, really. It was me. It was Ming. We got drunk at one of his holiday parties for his podcast studio. He said, sure, you should do a podcast. And I said, all right, this is what I want to do. I want to talk about all the local people that I know because for some reason I don't know how spiritual you people are. I don't know if you believe in weird phenomenon, but I believe that this is part of a salty vortex right here where we're living. There's so many interesting people, so many stories, so much going on, and it just kind of snowballed from there, and we kept moving and we kept grooving, and and here we are today, totally local. I really love this area. I don't really go to the beach that much, but I love the beach, you know what I mean? And people are kind of harsh sometimes, and they look gruff, but they will help you. They will talk to you, and they will look in your eye, because that's how we are on the Jersey Shore. We are coming to you live and in full effect from Long Branch Distillery, and people say to themselves, Long Branch? And I say, yes, sir. It's got a rich, rich history. Oh, look who's scurrying around. It's Leo. What do you got there? Double fist in your drink? Oh, my. No. Where are you going? Sit over. You can sit here, there, everywhere. Do you want me to move over here?
Sure. Hello.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's so good
to get this out of your way for you.
I'm so proud of you.
Are you really? Tell me more.
No, I actually am not. I came over because you were just yelling. I wanted to make sure that... Are you just so super excited to be... you just can't help yourself. You just have to let it all out.
Yeah, this is what it's about. It's a celebration. It's number 100. If I'm going to yell and be loud,
then this is the night to do it. Well, congratulations on 100 episodes.
Oh, man.
Even though I was fired from Totally Local...
You were never fired.
I'm still here to congratulate you and tell you that, you did it. This is pretty nice, and you're throwing a great party. We have Simmons and More.
You people. It's so wonderful. I'm so happy.
We have Simmons and More here also. They're recording a show. I jumped on and said hi to them at the start of their show, and so this is a really great space. I'm really proud and happy to be here.
Yeah, good. Well, Leo, I always want you to be part of the show when the pandemic hit and the apocalypse was upon us. You're not a Zoom person.
I'm not a Zoom person. I'm also, I like living my life the way that I like breathing the way. So, getting in, and what I brought to the show was going out, hitting the streets, doing Pizza Quest, finding fun things to do. And, it just didn't feel right to promote that during a quarantine. Yeah, so I took a little bit of a break. I took a little bit of a step back.
You're going to come back, though.
Oh, I'm going to come back.
We need correspondence. We got Angelo Gingerelli. He does the events. He does the clips. We're getting more people involved.
That's good. So my stepping out has forced the show to grow so that when I come back, I'll be right at the height of it all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you'll be lower on the totem pole.
No.
It's like a corporation where you were climbing the ladder and then you kind of left.
I'm going to come back as the CEO.
Yeah, you groped a secretary and we had to put you on ice for a little bit. So when you come back, you'll be like a junior executive, but you'll still be part of the show.
Oh, well, I'll always be the heart and soul of the show.
Well, speaking of which, I don't want to get into too many spicy previews, but, we have, I told you about the first guest, Epic Shouts, Jody Cobran, Fly and Release Yoga, first guest. She was so phenomenal. She was dating some butt at the time and he was on there, but she found herself a decent man. She found herself a dentist.
Oh,
And
the dentist.
Yeah, like that's solid. The parents got to be happy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody wants their kid to have a
When
dentist.
my wife
or a
brought me to
doctor.
meet her parents, they're like, "What does he do?" And she was like, "He's on a podcast." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's on a podcast. Oh, so he's homeless. And I was like, "Yeah, well,
I mean, they still hate you.
yeah, well, they tolerate me. It could be worse."
But they
is what I
love
always
the
tell
little
them.
baby. Look at the
Yeah.
little babies here.
It's right. It's been such a journey for myself.
You
the
announced
growth.
that you were pregnant on this show to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Well, we
And
we
now your
both were on.
baby is sitting here, like, sucking on boobs.
You want to jump on here, Indiana? Oh, okay. Yeah, come on. Start your stuff. You want to sit next to me? You want to sit on the chair? Where would be comfortable with the carrier?
Hello.
Can you be? Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
wow, look at that.
Look at that. The first streaming debut. Now, I don't know. Like before I had the kid. Hey, kid. I was a little nervous about I don't know if I want like paparazzos taking pictures of him and stuff. There's some people that do you ever see that where they block the kid's face out on
Yes,
Facebook?
blur it out.
So Gus, we didn't do that to you.
Well,
Sorry.
now his picture's going to be everywhere.
Yeah,
Tabloids, magazine.
That's
Asbury
what
Park Sun.
people keep saying. Oh, he wants to grab
Oh,
the
he wants to say something. Gus. Gus is going for the. He thinks the microphone is a boob.
Oh,
Do
we're
you
not
do you do you remember?
He's trying to suck on the microphone.
Do you remember when you were on the podcast and we announced to everyone?
I do. Yeah, that was the first time we told people we were pregnant, and Leo pretended like he didn't know already.
Yeah, he's
I-
so
I-
good at acting surprised.
But then most people didn't really watch, so I had to re-announce my pregnancy.
Yeah, it wasn't like your family was sitting around oh, Andrew's podcast is starting. Get the popcorn. So yeah, you did have to announce it a couple
No,
times.
listen, I was surprised. I was surprised that you were there to announce it because I
Yes.
didn't know why you were there. On the
Yeah, why is he on the?
I'm like, Lauren's here. I don't know why. I mean, I'm happy to have
I mean,
her,
I'm
but,
a
she's here.
colorful character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Absolutely.
So you've been with me from the beginning.
Yes.
What do you think of me? What do you think of all this?
I mean, I think you're pretty great. I'm very proud of you. I love that you're doing things that you love.
Hey, puppy.
You're a great husband and a great father, so keep
She
doing
has
your
to say
thing.
that.
He smiles at me, so he likes me. That's cool. It was really amazing the first time he did actually smile at me because you don't connect with a baby instantaneously when you're the dad.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. So, but then he kind of warmed up to me, which was great.
Well, listen, look, you've created a lot of things in the last, 2 years, a year and a
Yeah.
half. So this has been a big journey for you.
It has. It's been pretty amazing, and this is the fruit of my labor here.
Oh,
Right.
look at good.
There you go.
Say hi,
We
Gus.
love you.
Oh, love you too, baby.
Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you, Leo.
Oh.
Say bye.
All right, sorry, we're getting mesmerized by the baby. Thank you, honey. Thanks for being supportive. Lovely. Lauren, always been supportive. Day one. So, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, butt stuff.
So I'm very, listen, I'm super excited. The world is starting to come back together.
Yeah.
I'm starting to make my debut back in the world. This weekend, I was finally out and about again and kind of doing things. I had a wedding that I had to go to in Crossing Orange. They threw a great wedding in Asbury Park, Crossing Orange. Again, thank you for everything that, they've been doing to the community.
Yeah, what
during this
have they been doing? What's been going on
They've
over
been, having low, what do you call it when you only have 40% of the,
Like low
25%.
occupancy?
But yeah, and have been spacing out the place, keeping it super clean, keep bringing people in. So it's been
That was been going there and getting hammered.
occasionally though. But they did throw a wedding for some friends. It was outside
mazel.
and it was great. And then I got completely hammered at the wedding.
Shocker.
So I go home.
Leo's like a gremlin. You can't give him drinks after midnight, or you'll be
I
in
go,
trouble.
and so now it's 2 a.m. So I go to my house, and then I'm getting my bathroom remodeled. So I go next door because they moved out. I wanted to see what the new bathrooms are going to look like. So I walk in and I look at the table on the counter, and there's some candy. So everything's gone, and I see a piece of candy, and it's Gushers. I love. Now, if you know me, you know I love sour candy.
Yes, yeah.
So I grab the Gushers in a completely drunken stupor, and I walk back into my house, and I pass out. Next morning, I'm laying in bed, I'm eating the Gushers, and then I'm sitting there. 30 minutes go by and my butt starts getting all warm
Talk about butt stuff.
and my heart starts racing and I'm looking around and things are going woo 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 and I realized those were not regular Gushers.
What was in them?
That was was some weird pot candy.
Oh,
really
boy.
fancy pot candy. And so I'm super high on Saturday, and I'm like, okay, so my first.
Wait, like you wake up high?
No. I woke up. I saw the candy that I stole from the empty apartment the night before. I ate it, and then an hour later, I'm like flying high. So yeah, it was a crazy weekend, and then I ended up driving all around after I started sobered up.
Yeah.
And it's been fun, like checking out everything in Asbury that's starting to open up, and keeping my distance on, putting my mask on, and doing my research for my return to Totally Local.
Yeah, where do we go? Oh, I keep for butt stuff.
Why do you keep saying butt stuff? We're not talking about butt stuff.
No, we are. Well, we're not talking about butt stuff, but Jody and the dentist, over the pandemic, they told me that they would do an Ask Me Anything. We could ask them anything about the relationship, get into it. And when I actually interviewed them, I'm not the guy. I'm not the butt stuff guy. I'm not the guy to be asking like lure. I'm not like Howard Stern where I'm going to be asking like stuff. So that's where you come in. I need you to ask about the butt stuff.
I can ask about butt stuff.
Yeah. So
listen, everyone has two cheeks. Everyone's got that behind smile.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, but there's like, I want you to get into like, I want you to get just, I want you to be Leo. I want you to turn it up to 11 and get nasty with them. They said they were down for it. I hope they still are.
All right, then we're going to do a redo of that show.
Yes.
But it's going to be in Totally Local after hours. What do you call it? After dark?
After dark.
And we're going to
get into sultry
we're going to get into to that rear smile. I don't know what you want me to ask them, but listen.
I mean, ask like anything that you would ask, like I can't even bring myself. You know what I'm saying?
What's it like being in a relationship over time? Like, what's the dirty? Like, do you still, are you? Yeah, okay, I know what you're gonna say. We're not gonna get into it on this show.
Yeah, we're not. But just give me a raw question. Give me
an example.
Yes, an example.
So if you're married to somebody for years and years, are you still keeping it fresh and so clean? Like, are you still shaving it and waxing it and keeping it like pretty and pristine?
We're going down the right road, but I want you to get little. We'll have to bring a couple.
Well, listen, that's a starter.
Yeah, that's a starter.
I don't know why you want to do that on Totally Local, but if you want to get into like love and sex and marriage, listen, I can do that.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I don't know. I think that's going to be some interesting stuff, and who's willing to talk about it, and who's willing to ask the hard-hitting questions.
Well, I definitely will ask a hard-hitting question.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to answer any hard-hitting questions, but I want you to ask other people.
Well, they're pretty. That's a pretty couple.
Yeah.
You're a curmudgeon. You're gross.
What are you talking about? I'm just not like that kind of sexy, wearing, fancy silk and stuff.
There's nothing about
boots.
You that I would describe as sexy or cute.
Well, I mean,
No, I don't.
I used to, I did pretty good for myself.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be an episode. We'll definitely bring that one back, and then we'll do a monthly spot where I'm talking about the places to go for that month and all that fun stuff.
Yes, that's
we
what
have Bagel
want.
Quest.
Yes, we have Bagel Quest coming up.
Yeah,
I want more man on the street stuff from you. I want you to go places.
Make a fool of myself in bars and record it and then put it on the show.
Yes,
anything for content.
See, you get it, Leo. That's why you're part of Totally Local. Okay, that's why we keep you around.
Well, listen, congratulations on episode 100.
All right.
There's so much more. I can't wait to do episode 200. That's when I'll be back.
I know. It's going to just get crazier and crazier, man.
And you have so many guests, I couldn't possibly hog up another second.
All right, cool. Well, I want to get Aaron over here. Thank you, Leo.
Thank you. Congratulations.
For being a part of 100. 100 episodes, people. You have any questions? Come on in. One of those. I mean, you don't have to get on the velvet couch, but you can get on.
Sesh? Can I get on the velvet couch?
If you want, Aaron. Now,
I mean,
you met Leo earlier.
I did.
And you kind of came in at the perfect time because Leo was anti-Zoom, and you, everyone, if you don't know, Aaron Levine, LG Insurance, and an integral part of the show now. You've become. We've discovered a couple things along the way, and you first came on the show. We've talked about it before, but we're like, oh, let's do a show. Okay, we'll do it on the boardwalk. Then all hell broke loose and we couldn't do the show. We did a Zoom, and then next week
I wasn't scared.
You were the.
Or was I?
You were the. No, you were the one. You were the one that was like. You were like. Maybe
rewind
we
the tape. Rewind that tape.
Maybe we shouldn't do this. And so that happened, and then you were just like, oh, I know this guest. Oh, I know that guest. Oh, I know this guest. And it just kind of kept going. Then, like, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was you or me, but one of us discovered happy hour. And Totally Local happy hour is like the next level.
And that's why we're here at the LBD.
Yeah.
I mean, because happy hour started on the 4th of July at the Windmill.
Yes.
I could totally go for some chili cheese fries when we leave here.
Oh, my God.
When Mark, who's not here celebrating with us.
I know.
Your awesome number 100 brought over spiced pineapple martinis. I have a Big Door berry. What is gin.
Gin.
It's like berries and gin. I had a spiced pineapple. I had something prickly pear, and now I'm on to the Big Door berry.
He's going
Let's
for
go.
it, folks. I love it.
I'm not driving. I have the Uber.
He's Totally
app
Local.
ready to go. Uber is safe, and my car's at home. Life is fantastic, and I'm pumped to be here to celebrate with you.
You've been on just about like between 40 and 50. It's just shy of 50 episodes, which is incredible. We did our like biggest episode like a couple days ago. I think that was like the most, aside from this, was like the most guests. And it was really interesting. Epic shouts to Jeremy and Beast Equipment. That was so much fun. We met so many more people there to have on future episodes. So I mean,
I think we're going to go to Brooklyn, if I remember correctly, from Beast Equipment, right?
That'll be the furthest away that we actually go, and we're going to figure out a loophole. As long as somebody there is from Monmouth or Ocean County, it counts as totally.
It's still totally local Brooklyn edition. I mean, that's fine.
Exactly.
Totally local happy hour edition. Totally local. Cocktail hour.
I can't wait till we do like Totally Local Sport Ball edition, where we can go to like a Blue Claws game or something and do the announcements. Where I don't know anything about baseball, but we'll.
Because you call it Sport Ball.
Yeah, well, exactly.
But I've got a guy over at the New Jersey Shore Blue Claws that that can hook us up. I bet you we get in.
Oh, perfect! And then we could just announce the game. That'd be so cool.
What do you drink? You need a drink.
I do need a drink.
A spiced pineapple? What are you going with?
Yeah, spiced pineapple. I'm gonna keep it.
Thanks, Rita.
I'm just gonna. This is my cocktail.
Is Rita getting on the mic? Like you're behind the scenes?
She would have to get on the mic. She's a low talker, so she would really have to we'd have to get her a megaphone.
She's staying behind the camera, which is great. But this has been an awesome ride, and I kind of just hijacked it. I've got more guests lined up. I'm having so much fun. Thanks to Ming for all the fun that we're having.
Yeah, man. Ming.
Everybody else that's here. It's great to meet Leo finally, and those other guys in the corner podcasting.
Simmons and more. They do it's more of an X-rated.
Well, there was something funky, some kind of funky smell over there. I couldn't.
That's
I couldn't
Simmons
quite
and more
decipher
juice. That's
what
the
it
cologne
was,
that they
but
wear.
it was special, and I feel funny from it.
Yes, well, if you check out their podcast, it emanates from the sounds. You get high from the sounds of it. So, it definitely helps. I want to we gotta get Evan Beach over here for a second. Evan, could you just
Evan, come over here and grab
mortgaging for a second. Just come sit down, jump on the mic over there. I just want to talk to you for a second. Now, Evan Beach, Equity Prime Mortgage.
Is he allowed to be on camera?
I think we're going to allow it today. Now, Evan, I just want you to know, you got the pity invite, but we let you come. And we're giving you drinks. We're giving you drinks.
The pity invite.
Way to knock them down and then say, hey, free
I'm
booze.
joking, Evan. You were one of the, during this whole pandemic, you were one of the first ones. And I pity is not the right word. It's a complimentary invite. What I meant to say is that, you kept reaching out to Aaron and being like, you fuckers keep putting me on these Zoom calls.
At 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m.
Then you're going to do a happy hour next
talking about mortgages.
Man.
So,
What a sweet introduction. Thank you so much.
Listen, we invited you because we care. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that's better. Thank you. And allow me to express my gratitude to being called up to the big leagues of coming to an event after the sun's gone down and alcohol involved. So thank you so much.
You're on the list now. You've got the golden ticket, Willy Wonka. You are invited to the chocolate factory.
I am so honored.
So listen, your wife can't hear us right now.
Okay.
Evan and I were spitballing because we have a guest that wants to come on.
Perfect.
But it might involve us flying to Florida.
That's great. What's that clip? What was that, Senator? We're going to Florida. That's perfect. That's how do we work that?
One drink or two drinks later, it's like boom, let's buy plane tickets.
All right, perfect. That's what we're gonna do.
So we just might have to do a totally local Miami.
That is a brilliant idea. Thank you.
Lauren, is that okay? Just say yes. Cool.
Thumbs up.
She said yes.
All right.
And it's on video.
We're going to Florida, honey. Yes. We're going to Florida. All right, cool. She's like, sure, great.
She's like, good, get out. I'm redoing the kitchen while you're gone.
So, yeah, exactly. So, Evan, you were on the show. I don't know if you knew what to expect, if you thought we were like C-SPAN or we're just some crazy fools, like, running some, podcast, or, what were your initial thoughts when you heard about the show, when you were invited on? Did I talk too much?
I did not think you were C-SPAN, first of all.
All right, good. That's good. I like that.
Let's get that out of the way. No, honestly, I had no idea what to think, and I'm all for networking and marketing, and was interested in the opportunity to come on and talk about everything, and I love the idea. I think it's awesome.
Cool.
And, no, I think, and
it's nothing but love, Evan. I wouldn't have brought you here. It's not a pity invite. I was just joking around.
You are a fantastic host.
Oh,
but the joke does go. It's like, Evan, go sit in the corner over there with a laptop, and we'll connect you in via Zoom.
It would have been hysterical if you could have patched me into like a portion of the screen.
It would have been cool if he was like on the other side of the room.
That's like Superfan Mike. Mike always comments on the show, and he was just gonna get on his laptop in the back and get on his phone and he's already been commenting. Anyway, I wanted to thank you guys, and I want you to keep drinking and having a good time until you feel like you can stumble and get out of here and make sure that your wives don't yell at you too much, basically.
The guest room's already made up. I'm good for tonight.
Perfect.
I'll be woken up at dark 30, and it's all good. But I'm happy to be here to celebrate this, and I can't wait to continue the party so long as you like partying with me.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I mean, of course, Evan, we're still gonna. You still have to wake up for the 9 a.m. edition. You are a great morning guest.
Okay.
So but you'll be invited to the happy hours as well.
All right.
So,
and I'll be in the Florida edition too.
Yeah.
If that's 9 a.m. I don't have a problem with that.
All right.
So
9 a.m. beachside or on the golf course.
How are we tying in Florida to the New Jersey? Is there somebody down there that is from New Jersey?
So there's somebody that's asked me a few times to be a guest on the Totally Local podcast, and I'm like, yeah, we'll work it in. They're in the real estate business. We have some great realtors that have been on with us: Gary Mawson, Kevin Guilford.
Yes.
Kevin, sorry you're not here.
Sorry, Kevin. We had to limit the seats.
But OPC is calling.
Yeah.
Because that was an epic Totally Local show.
Oh man.
But
so
we
good.
have a realtor that they just opened an office in Florida, and I said, hey, you want to be on?
Snowbird
Miami edition.
That's
Snowbird
perfect.
edition.
Yeah,
there it is.
It all ties
Snowbird.
in. It ties in. See, I'm the idea guy.
There it is.
So
that's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool guys. Well, I want to get let's switch it up. Let's get Chris over here. We'll talk about some sweet accounting details.
Sweet. Whose phone is
Thank you,
this?
Evan. That's mine.
Oh, that's yours. Okay.
Thank you, Evan. Cheers. Many more drinks, many more episodes.
Can I stay while Chris is here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sweet. Why not?
Your ears were ringing. I was just tagging you in Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good, man.
Did you tag me?
I was not you yet.
Fucking guy, man. Jesus.
When I would have never thought that one of my recent favorite episodes. I don't know what we were doing that day, but man, I would never think that the accountant would bring the heat, man. And you had such an epic story about coming up, bouncer. You were cracking skulls, crunching numbers, and it was an epic love story of pandemic and oh my God, it was so rich. And then we learned about Mayor Buoncoma
promo,
Bon tempo,
and how to deal with cocaine and taxes, which I didn't even think you had to do. But
so look at where we're sitting right now, talking about cocaine and criminal enterprise. I mean, this is like
looks like a
this
speakeasy.
is like the living. This is the living room right here.
It looks like a Scarface speakeasy.
Sorry, Mark. The FBI is coming shortly for you.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll be here. We're not, we're podcasting. I don't know. So, Chris, like, what did you think when you were first on the show? I loved it. It was got a very newsy vibe. I thought it really kind of tied into everything that was going on. Like, what were your first thoughts when you were first on the show?
I would say relief. A lot of the clients I talk to, they're uppity, tight. They want specifics. They want numbers. They want, if I'm off by 50 cents, I'm the worst guy in the world. So it was very nice to have a casual conversation about taxes and life and how it all ties together.
Yes.
But when Aaron first told me, he's like, yeah, it's COVID. You're going to be on a podcast. I haven't studied that hard since it was a final in college. And then I talked to you. I was like, all right, this could be good. And I was like, but I flopped, whatever, it is what it is. We can all be stars. Not gonna get. And I got the second invite.
Yeah.
So like,
I thought you did great.
I'm in. And then after Bellworks was just a.
Bellworks was
Bon
perfect.
tempo.
Yeah, Ming hooked
Bon
that up.
tempo.
Epic shouts to Ming. Like, that was great. Bon tempo. I'm trying to get him on the phone still. He's still really fighting for that township council committee position. I don't know if it's like cumulative, if you get like a salary for being mayor and then you must get another salary for being like on the township committee, right?
I think it's volunteer.
I think I need to get into politics.
I think we had this conversation at Bellworks.
We never figured it out.
Do you get paid? What do you get?
We got to figure that out. We will get there. We will figure it out.
I mean, I do a few audits of HOAs. You don't get paid for those. It's a volunteer position.
Oh,
so
really?
Towns, are they the same?
I think you get some Skrilla if you're the mayor. You definitely get like a kickback or
Yeah,
two.
but
You get like
still,
$1,000.
Nah, I mean, I don't know.
It can't be real deal money.
It's not real deal money.
Well, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get we'll eventually get a politician on the show. Hopefully that won't duck my hard hitting questions and stuff.
So Chris made a good point.
What?
Chris said his first time he was nervous, right? That's what most people feel when they get this microphone in their hand, but then the energy hits you. It's kind of like me, the first time, like, oh, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about insurance. We're going to talk about business. Cool. And then we just kept rolling.
Yeah,
with
you
it.
just kept kind of,
It's comfortable.
It's
It's
pretty cool.
conversational.
And now
It's nice.
I'm like, oh, do we have to talk about insurance? Like, we need those little clips so we can
Little
repurpose
tidbits,
them every now and again.
I was like, do I just write out my disclaimer and hold it in front of the camera? Like, how does this work?
People have asked me too before, like, can you give me the questions ahead of time? And I'm like, I don't have any. Like, I'm not studying for this. I don't have any.
Yeah, look, no notes today. That's
No notes. No notes.
Best conversations to have. I mean, I spoke to a class at Monmouth University last night, entrepreneurship class. Joe Palazzolo, thank you very much for having me. But I spent an hour talking to seniors in college last night, and I brought this up. It's just, hey, get out there, be in front of people, be with people, and your message is going to eventually get across of what you want to do and how you want to do it, and it's great. So,
what were the kind of questions these little tykes were asking you?
Oh man.
Oh gee, what are we gonna do when we get out there, sir?
You act like they're 10.
They're basically.
But
10.
you're right. They don't know what they're going to do when they get out there because the market's crazy.
Yeah,
they're in
they're
college.
screwed.
They don't know. They're screwed. But, I told them to get out in front of it. And if they want jobs, if they want careers, go intern, reach out, send resumes. But hey, if you're sending a resume on like Indeed or something, it's not getting seen. So you got to send a handwritten note card. Like, hey, I sent you my resume, just wanted to say hello, and then follow that up with a phone call.
Yeah.
If you send the handwritten card, make that phone call, send your resume, you're guaranteed to get that interview, and bring the energy to the table. If you bring that energy, you are 9 out of 10 times better than the guy that
I'll
has
tell you what.
more creds on their resume that don't mean shit.
Every tax season, I get bombarded with emails from Staten Island. I don't want to butcher their name now. Whatever the universities on Staten Island now. Wagner, internship. The only people I've ever entertained showed up to the firm, walked in the door, and said, I want to meet Mr. Bonfilio. I said, well, he's not here anymore. All right, is Mr. Dietz there? And I said, yeah, I'm right here.
what you gotta do.
So I mean, it's those guys. It's the guys who put out the effort, get in front of you. They're gonna get the call.
You gotta bullshit a little too. You gotta spice up. Like this margarita's got a little spice to it. You gotta bullshit that resume. If people are asking for specific things, I've gotten plenty of jobs. We're like, oh, you gotta know how to do this, and I'm like, I know how to do that. Of course, I'm pretty much an expert on how to do that. And you get the job and you figure it out. Nothing's ever really that. Well, whatever I was doing, it's not like I was like doing math and shit. So,
It's no rocket science.
Yeah, it's definitely no rocket science to this whole podcasting gig, but whatever. Well,
listen, keep it spicy.
Yeah, keep it spicy. I want to thank you guys again. Yeah, exactly. So wonderful, man. Aaron, to a million more episodes. Chris, we'll be calling you up in the morning. You'll have to do some Zooms, and then we'll be down in.
I'll be there.
All right, we'll be down at some other happy hour very soon.
We'll tackle all your other criminal enterprises.
Exactly, just the hypotheticals.
I think next week we're at Rooney's.
Oh, really?
For happy hour.
I thought they've.
I think we rescheduled. I don't know. We got to check Ming's calendar for next week.
All right, cool. I got to book a shared universe podcast studio for all my remote podcasting needs.
So long as it's a happy hour edition, Ming's calendar is free.
All right, perfect. Yeah, he's always really down for the happy hour.
He gave us the thumbs up. Taco in hand from Mogo. I think we're golden.
All right,
so
cool.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here. I'm gonna go get another drink.
Thank you.
All right, cool, man. Thank you, Chris. Welcome back anytime. Make sure Evan's having fun. He's texting too much. Tell him to put that phone down. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then that's. I just want to make sure you're having a good time, Evan. That's all. Mr. Merrill, to the principal's office. Where are you gonna sit?
Am I sitting on the left or the right?
It's up to you. What's your better side?
This is my better side, so maybe this is.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good. Oh man.
What are you gonna get? I'll just get whatever you get. I'll take one. You know what? Let me do a lavender lift.
Lavender. There you go.
Hey,
Your friend, Evan Beach? You guys go way back?
Of course I know Evan Beach. Yeah, Evan Beach and I, honestly, we go back probably like, I would say 15 years or so. Yeah, this is like original Asbury shit right here.
This is beautiful. That's what Totally Local is all about. It's friends. It's meeting new friends, reconnecting with old acquaintances.
I'm trying to get I'm trying to get comfortable. I can't.
It takes a minute.
I know. I'm just like I'm gonna put my arm on you.
There's no
really
back,
sure.
There's no cushion. I took one of these, but it's not really giving me.
Yeah, and if I do that, that's right. You took it, so this is why I keep falling back a little bit.
Well, you got yours. You got one too.
No, we're cool. We're good.
I thought this is the most picturesque. I love the whole setup, but this was the most picturesque
this
one
place
of them.
Is, I know you probably have been talking about this already, but this place is really nice, and I didn't even know that it existed until you asked me to come here today.
That's what That's what I'm all about. I want to bring. I love Totally Local places, and I want to bring people's attention. Colin Carr made it. Oh,
Colin's
cheers,
here.
man! Get this guy a straw and a drink, please.
just one quick shot and a straw. No, I love how you were just like, we're gonna have we're gonna have Leo on, and then we're gonna have real estate entrepreneurs, and then here I am.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's colorful characters. That's where you come in.
I'm still my favorite intro.
Okay, well,
of all time.
I was listening back. I was trying to like figure out. I had all these big plans. I was like, oh, I'll do some clips. I'll do this. And I didn't do shit because I got stuff to do. I'm an idea man, like I was saying before. But like I was going back and listening to him, and I actually say that on the first episode. I said colorful characters, entrepreneur, and I just kind of like ran with it.
It's funny because like we've been doing this. You and I.
Oh yeah.
Have been doing this for quite a while. I mean, we used to do this like in the back of the annex.
Yes.
Like in the back by the couches. It was just, we would just record it on your home studio stuff.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny to come into like Ming's office and the whole studio, and then you all of a sudden have like an intro with background music.
I just kept upping it, upping it.
Yeah. I mean, even though it was a completely different thing, we just kind of sat back and like
that was great.
Drank beer and talked about Kanye.
Those were like
for like a while.
Those are such good. I think those were the top 5 records podcasts, and like. What I realized was like, you run into like copyright shit when you're doing that. Like,
I mean, the thing is like you can't play, like if you're trying to play tracks, like it can't be like more than 30 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, you
without
can't.
having licensing or something.
You've got your whole.
It could be 10 seconds at this point. The RIAA is probably all over that shit.
Well, now they scan shit. I had Epic Shouts Jim Norton. We did the game show episode, which I'm figuring out another episode of the game show because it's got to come back. And he played like surf music in the background, and I was like too sheepish to be like, I don't know know if we could do that, and we got fucking flagged for it. Like,
did you really? Like, what did you get? Did you get like an email, or did someone call you on the phone? It
was like, no, it's like YouTube. They like scanned it and they found like it was like a Dick Dale track or something.
I mean, I was having problems. I mean, even just like during quarantine when I was trying to just DJ sets on Instagram Live.
But you switched over to Twitch.
Well, I switched over to Twitch, which obviously the licensing you can kind of do that. So I can go on and do a 3-hour set. But I was trying to just do like an hour on Instagram. And I would be like 40 minutes into the set, and then they would just cut me off, and they would give me a warning. And then I would be like screw it, and then I'd do it again, and then they would cut me off 5 minutes later, and then they kept telling me like, if you keep doing this, like we're totally gonna
arrest you. You're gonna go to jail.
There was no jail time threats, but like they were definitely like, we're gonna suspend your Instagram account. But I was like, I don't understand. I'm like, I don't know what I have to do to be able to play this stuff on the I'm like, Questlove does this every night.
Well,
but meanwhile,
like
I try to do some stuff.
They got ASCAP and shit. Like they could like you got to pay license fees and stuff, man.
I was kidding about the Questlove thing.
Obviously. Yeah, give us a call. So like, we were doing this. We had like it was like a music podcast like a while ago, and it was so funny because like I don't think people really got it when we were sitting in the annex like at that booth. Right. We were like in the front,
just with 2 microphones.
Yeah, just drinking beers and like it was kind of cool. It was kind of like this where you have the background noise and shit. But like it was so obviously you got the gift of gab. You've been in radio. You could talk, and you have so many interesting stories. So many interesting stories that I can't really even. There's so many things I want to talk to you about that we can't even talk about.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, so what are you telling me? Are you asking me to tell you a story?
I would love a story.
I don't really have.
Oh my God, you have so many stories.
I mean,
if you guys don't know.
Let's go gym. Yeah, why not?
If you guys don't know, like Michael Merrill was the premier wedding DJ, like in the area.
I was not. I was not a premier wedding DJ.
If you wanted the best of the best, you called Mike Merrill, right?
I would do some for some good friends. I mean,
You did some, and then you asked me to help you with a couple because it's fucking mega boring, and like you just asked me to help to like carry wires and stuff.
I have since retired from weddings. You know what it was? I did there was like a 3 or 4 year period where I worked for a company and myself as well, and I did like about 100 weddings, and I got to the point where there was never a point in time where I would like have to do a wedding the day before, no matter who it was for. And I'd be like, oh man, can't wait to drive an hour and 15 minutes and put a suit on and stay at this place for 13 hours. And then just but, I mean, it was rewarding to a degree, but I couldn't get into it anymore.
Listen, you don't have to apologize to me. I was there, but you'd call me up for those same reasons where it's just like you're there by yourself and lugging shit around.
I like how I've done like a lot of things. I think I've done like I did radio for a long time, worked for record labels, and you're like, but wedding DJing.
I'm getting in. First of all, I didn't know you worked for record labels.
Oh, that's okay. No, it's okay. That's not a humble brag here. I'm just saying like. I was just saying like you're just like your premier wedding DJ.
You are a premier wedding DJ. There's certain people that like, if people don't know out there, me and Mike Merrill, we were hitting the Asbury Park Boardwalk. We were DJing, rocking the boat. We were DJing, and you just have a knack. You're very good at tuning in to what people want to play. I'd be playing like the streets, and you'd be like, what the fuck are you playing, bro?
Well, I'm like, clearly, because like there's a couple times where like wedding parties will literally come into our DJ sets that we weren't expecting, and I'm like, dude, we got to play fucking Pitbull or something. These people are gonna lose their minds if we they don't want to hear like they don't
they don't want to hear like
how they don't we don't want to do house music. It's kind of rewarding to a degree, and I'm kind of like really proud to be a part of like so many people's days. Like, you know what I mean? Like I talk to a lot of people and I have weddings that I've done for them, and they're always like, thank you, and I'm just glad I got through it. Like I'm just glad that I got through it with no problems, nobody screaming at me or whatever, and I was having a good time. Although I will say though, if you had me DJ your wedding, I'm not doing it anymore. Like there
Guys,
have to be a lot of money. I need a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not like a friend. Like, no, people would hit me up. They'd be like, "Oh, you want to do it?" And like Epic Shouts, Heather and Mike, I did their wedding. That was fun. Yeah, because there was a lot of legit partying, like all night partying going on, and it was a lot of fun. And I was like filling in between the band. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people will like just assume that you'll just do it for them.
Well, I mean, the thing is that like you got when you do weddings compared to just doing like a bar or a club, there's like certain stuff like I would never, like 80% of the stuff I would do at a wedding, like I try to avoid doing when I'm out.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like there's definitely like a way to kind of like once you do like 10 of them, you kind of get an idea of like what you need to do, what needs to be done. But then there's also like cool like there's like bride and grooms that like want a specific thing and like
but then you get like Uncle Harry who's like, what is this? I want Jimmy Buffett.
I mean, it's always listen. I mean, it happens that the thing that kind of gets in the way or makes it difficult is vodka. Like that changes. It changes vodka and red wine. Like it changes everything. Do you know what I mean? So everything can be very cool and collective, and then you're on your 8th Merlot, and it's like, you know, you turn into a demon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People start grabbing the mixer and stuff.
That's happened to me very rarely, but yeah.
Oh, that's happened to me where like the bridesmaids like come over, and I don't have the patience for it. I mean, that's why I don't like DJ in general.
I definitely almost karate chopped like 3 to 5 people.
People get belligerent, obviously.
They do. I mean, but I've been belligerent.
Yeah, but
not at weddings. Like weddings, I kind of keep it cool.
Grab someone's shit at like a wedding and been like, I'll play what I want to hear.
No, but I've definitely been like, get away from me.
Well, you're in charge.
We are not doing this, sir.
My original point was that we would spend, you know, I would go a couple times and you would tell me these stories. These are the stories we can't get into, but you've told me some pretty epic tales of things that you've been involved in that I can't repeat, obviously.
It's not all that
there's
crazy.
Many a
story. You're really hyping this part
I can't wait till like you're just like really old and you don't care anymore and you could just be like, yeah, well, there was this one time. There's a lot of there's this one time stories.
I mean, people are wild. It's just
people are wild, and Mike Merrill's the kind of person to be like, you're not like wild, but if you put you like you're wild adjacent. So if you put you next to a wild person, you will like become a wild person, you know?
I don't know.
So
it's neither here nor there.
Man.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's so great to have you here, Evan. Equity Prime Mortgage, people.
Equity Prime Mortgage. These drinks are incredible, by the way.
They're stellar, right?
Yeah,
I gotta thank. Oh, you taking off? Bye, honey. Bye, baby.
Bye, Laura.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Your son is just absolutely adorable.
Isn't he adorable?
Yeah.
He's really like I know I'm biased, obviously, but like he's
got like killer he's got like baby blue eyes that just like stare down to my soul.
He looks at me sometimes and he looks like he's like older than he is. Like he's got eyes beyond his ears. He's your son, your baby, but he's also like I feel like he's gonna be teaching
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Also Harrison Ford. He is. Look, he's like remembering Henry.
Exactly. Regarding
Henry. Remembering Henry.
I love that movie. Bye. I love you. I love you both. I'll be good.
I have a bone to pick, by the way, with Leo a little bit. You know what? We'll just.
I will. I'll Uber. It's only my second.
Leo just told me, by the way, that he's seen me twice in the last couple weeks and has not said hello to me.
He is like, dude. He is pandemic crazy. Like something happened to the boy. Like he you know he won't do the show. He won't Zoom. He doesn't want to Zoom. You know, and then, you know, Leo, I love Leo. Like, he's been an integral part of the show. He's going to remain an integral part of the show. And he just kind of, he ghosted everybody, basically.
It's not even that. So he was just like, just before, he was like, hey, man, I saw you at Wegmans on Monday. And I'm like, okay, you didn't say anything to me, which is fine. Like, I understand Wegmans. I try to avoid people there as well. And I usually have my AirPods in, and I'm like, you know, just kind of doing my thing. But he was like, I went to go see a DJ at the hotel a month ago. And I was like, well, you...
He went and saw you DJ.
I've known this man for 10 years. He was there, and like he didn't even come up and just like say, hey, like didn't even wave or anything.
He was just lurking in the background.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what your problem is. Where is he? Did he? He probably left. He
might have.
He's a leaver.
He might be on the.
Some people are stayers and some people are leavers.
Yeah, he will bounce.
He's gone.
No, there he is. I see him.
There he is.
The trick is we have mixed drinks, so if you get a couple drinks in him, then he'll hang out.
Then he'll hang out. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think everyone's kind of like that.
Definitely. But you know, he's more of an in-person kind of a guy. And then you were on a lot of the Zoom calls, but then like you know you got you know the things kind of loosened up, and then you know it was Mikey Nightlife all over again. You could go out, do your thing.
It wasn't that so much. I just kind of went back to work. It's kind of funny. Like when we were in quarantine, I think like 2 months in, I was like. I was kind of like, I was missing being at work, and I kind of missed. And we were doing. I mean, it wasn't just you though. I mean, I feel like I was doing like drunk Zoom shit like 4 nights a week. You know, I'm just like doing drunk Zoom stuff, eating pasta, you know, whatever. And I was like, this is like an unhealthy lifestyle for me. But I wanted to go. You know, I couldn't wait to go back to work. And then once I went back to work, I was like, oh man. Can't wait to go back in the house and do Zoom calls again.
Dude, I was like, I think everybody went through this period of like kind of excess to whatever you were excessive about.
Yeah.
And obviously I had a baby at home. I was obviously helping my wife and taking care of the baby. But like the baby now is like way more like active and shit when like the baby was really, really small. December we had the kid, and so I've just been kind of in this whole pandemic thing from like December on. Like I was just home, like I had to do that.
Yeah, of course.
But there was a point where he would go to sleep and he'd be sound asleep, and then I could just get up and like I could do the Zoom, and then I started, you know, you start just going in your liquor cabinet and you're like,
I'll tell you what, the last Zoom thing that we did, you were fucking bomb. I'm sorry.
Yes,
you were absolutely.
You could curse on.
You
this.
were like quarantine bombed. Like you were just like a thing where you were just like saying, you're like, so Mike, what's you know? And I was like, so it's actually with me and Colin were on. The drunk one, and we were. I mean, I think we were all drunk, but you were drunker than anybody.
Was I really?
And we were kind of just like, I think at one point in time we were texting, like, is Andrew okay? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if we could. So at one point in time, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna just gracefully bow out this one. But it wasn't like a thing. It was like we did this like 11 o'clock at night on like a Wednesday night.
I was drinking.
There was probably 3 people watching it at that point in time.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one again.
Oh, you definitely.
I'm gonna cringe. I'm gonna be scared.
But that's what quarantine was about. I mean, I remember doing like, I would have like scheduled Zoom calls with friends, like we, you know.
Oh yeah. People are all doing.
And it was kind of a thing where it was like, you know, not having, like knowing you don't have any place to be.
Yeah.
At all for days and days at a time is it's like freedom. It's like freeing in a way, but it's also very frightening.
It was really strange, the transition to having to go back to actually like dealing with society. Like after doing that for a while, where like there were some, you know, there were some Zooms where like I was up pretty late. I've done like 2-hour ones, hour and a half ones, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, everything's back to normal now, and I'm like, oh, I can't just wake up whenever and do whatever, like just not go anywhere and sit here. Like you have to kind of get back to.
I was doing a thing where, so when I was doing I was trying to do some online DJ sets, and then all of a sudden I found, I figured out, thank you to Adam Worth, by the way, for showing me how to get on Twitch and set up my Twitch.
Shouts to Adam Worth.
So I bought like a table, and I bought like all this like cool like lights and stuff to try to do like cool Twitch sets, and then I found myself like just being like, I have nothing to do, and like opening like a bottle of like wine, like white wine, and just like DJing at 3 PM with during the day, and just like drinking wine out of the bottle like a derelict. And I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, this is fun, but I was like, I need to go back.
Yeah, you will like go off.
Structure.
I remember I was watching you on Twitch once, and people were like, is that a bottle of rosé?
Yeah.
And you're I was cooking with it.
I know. I had a bottle of rosé that I was like, I think I had it in the fridge, and it was there for like, I opened it and it was in the fridge for like 2 weeks. And I was like, I don't really care. I'm just. It was pretty exciting.
I've told this before, but I had this bottle. I think Leo brought it over from like, it was probably the housewarming from like a couple of years ago. But we had this like pint, like big bottle. It wasn't full.
Yeah.
But it was like a big bottle of pineapple vodka, and like I would never really drink that.
A flavored vodka.
Yeah, like I would never. But like I found myself like I had like orange juice or some citrus juice in the fridge. I had that. And like over time, it took days, but I killed the bottle, and that's when I was just like, maybe I gotta like stop doing this because this isn't isn't healthy.
I think during that course of the time, I think I should have like had some sort of stock in White Claw. Like they should have given me some sort of like a promotional thank you because I was just crushing White Claws. Man.
So I mean that's understandable. I mean that's like refreshing, It's just it's when you're like thinking this is the apocalypse and you're just raiding your pantry to see. You were drinking delicious beverages. I was just kind of going in.
You were just taking whatever you had. Yeah,
I didn't get down to like the grenadine or anything.
Right.
I wasn't
and it's not like you were like, hey, Laura, why don't you go pick up some stuff from the store? Yeah, I know. I get it.
Oh, man. So, as far as like going into this, like, were you like, okay, I'm going to keep this as vague as possible, but as far as like relationships and dating during a pandemic, were you like dating or trying to
no,
date?
My girlfriend lives in my building.
Ah.
Yeah,
I
so
see.
we like kind of like, you know,
I
it
see.
was, you know, it was very easy, actually.
That's like, did you guys like meet in the building? Like, did you hit the elevator button on the same time and lock eyes, or like, how did you guys meet? Was it like Tinder and you guys were like, wait a second, like you're looking at the location and you guys are like on top of each other, like, you know, so to speak?
It just kind of happened organically, you know.
I bet it did. So that's great.
But no, so during the pandemic, so it was, you know, it was cool to like when, you know, when you're locked down, it was kind of like cool to be, you know, have like, instead of having to worry about traveling, like having somebody there.
Were you guys like using protection, like wearing masks and gloves when you guys first met? Like,
at first I was like, what are you talking about? This is very personal. No, I mean, listen, you know, it's, you know, kind of going through the pandemic stuff. I mean, everything, it's very unpredictable. You know, I mean, everything kind of was. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't really know like what to expect, or like everything. Every week there was like a new way to kind of handle things, and you know, just like it is now, it's like it seems like every week there's like a new thing, like especially like working in the industry and like bars, you know, and like how to kind of handle like this whole situation. I don't really know.
Everyone's saying like when the election hits, then this will all be straightened out, and I hope that's true, so we could ignore all the bullshit.
Yeah, but that's like kind of going into like more conspiracy theory shit that I don't know.
No, I'm just saying like they'll
Make sure to vote, please.
Go out and vote.
If you have your ballot, please get it in.
I heard a relative of mine, a younger relative, like probably around our age, got his ballot, got his shit in the mail, and he just ripped it up and threw it out. Like, somebody was telling me this, and I'm just like, you got to vote for that marijuana at the very least.
Yeah, that's, of course,
vote
100%.
for the weed. There's people out there, I've said this before, and I'll rant about it till the day I die, but there's like these South Jersey weirdos like on Twitter that are just like, we don't want that smell, like that's gonna smell, like people said that on Twitter, it's gonna smell bad.
What?
Yeah, they cited this article where Colorado people are complaining because it smells like weed everywhere. I'm like, whatever, like parts of New Jersey smell like shit, like what does it matter if it smells like weed, you
That's
know?
the thing, the smell thing is the thing?
That, and then people have said like, oh, we're just gonna have a bunch of zombie drug addicts walking around. I'm like, we already have a bunch of zombie drug addicts. Let them smoke weed.
I know, I love edibles. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I'm a big edible guy, so I wouldn't be bothering anybody.
Are you getting, dude? Superfan Mike just I don't want to blow up his spot, but there's people out there that you could get cards now. You could go and get like a legalized.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to, you know, have like
There's
where?
like a website.
There's just a website?
I'll send you the link. Yes, there's a website. You put on
Please
there
do.
like, I don't, you know, I get headaches, and like you can. I swear, I know a lot of people that have cards now.
Yeah.
They're legit, and you just have them, and then you can either go to a dispensary or say you have some from somewhere. Like you have the card to be like it's legit.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I have to talk to Mike about this.
Yeah, they're totally local. There's a doctor in Eatontown too.
Well, at least
Dr.
if-
Feelgood.
At least if there's anything in this situation, at least I'm coming out with this kind of info
Yeah.
for today. So thank you. I appreciate
Hot
that very
topic.
much.
That's
Hot
what I
topic.
bring. That's what I bring to the table.
You usually do. You always do.
All right. Well, Mike, I hope you come on the show soon. I promise
Yeah.
I won't be, you know, drunk.
No, you know what?
I hope that hasn't
I
hit
know
you.
that like I would love to see you drunk at 1 in the afternoon in Ming's studio. I'm sure he would love that.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, he's you know, he's always down for
But listen,
it.
I appreciate you having me here, and you've always been a big supporter of me, and you've been a good
Yeah,
friend,
I love
and
you, man.
I love you too.
I love doing this. I love when you're on. I didn't even know you were on record labels. We're gonna
That's
get
okay.
into
We don't
that.
have to. That's
not
just,
now.
I was just saying.
Not
I was
now,
saying
but we
you're like the wedding DJ.
Wedding DJ. He was the best.
It's
He
like
was
my
the best
least-
out there. He was the
it's like my
legendary.
least favorite thing.
He was. That's why it's so funny to me.
Okay.
All right. Let's get Angelo. Angelo, I know you wanted to get on here first. Thank you, Mike. Love you. I'm gonna hug you and cuddle up on you later. He just smells so good, people. If this was Smell-O-Vision, you could smell Mike Merrill. Oh my God.
This is me?
Yeah, it's good, man.
What's going on, guys?
Angelo, you've really like. What was the first? Was the first episode the Nude Curtis episode that you were on?
No, I was a regular guest in like
yeah,
March maybe, and Nude Curtis was in June, I think.
Did Leo get in touch with you first?
No, I think I met you guys or heard of you guys
met
at the
you at
first
the-
Super Duper Bowl.
Yeah, the Super
and then
Duper Bowl.
I made it, they DM'd you I was a fan or something, and then you guys asked if I wanted to be on, kind of thing.
Yeah. And you've always 100% positive from day one. So fucking funny. Angelo Gingerelli, you know, comedian, local comedian, hip hop enthusiast. You have so much knowledge. You keep subtly, subliminally sneaking in your sneaker collection to every
Yeah,
video.
man. Yeah. October. Boktober. Happy Boktober, everybody.
Oh man, what are you rocking today? What are these?
Reebok DMX Run 10s. You can check them out.
They're beautiful. They're
I
beautiful.
appreciate that. I mean, they're the best running shoe of 1998. I'm still wearing them now.
Wow. How do you keep them like in pristine?
No, I mean, these were re-released recently.
So you
I try to keep them pretty clean.
It's all
yeah,
about the rotation, right?
Exactly, man. Try to pick the right shoe for the right event.
So, did you get a taco yet?
It's from Mogul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. Best taco,
All right,
best taco
cool. I just
place
wanna
around
make
here.
sure- I don't know. I know you're a very healthy guy.
I
didn't know
try.
if you were on some kind of paleo keto.
No, nothing crazy
something,
right now.
you know.
Just regular joints and tacos and some spirits. Go
You
ahead.
recently finished a book about was it marathon?
Yeah,
training?
man. Well, about incorporating resistance training into your long distance training. So a lot of people run, a lot of people lift. I think you should do them together, and I was able to write a book about that. That'll be coming out in 2021. So
Man of many
super excited
talents.
about that.
I had no idea. You know, you just think you do comedy, but you do all this other stuff.
Yeah, man. I like to keep. I do it. That's kind of like why I think I connect with your podcast so much. Is it wasn't just. It's not just one thing at the Jersey Shore. You might have a restaurant owner on one week, and then a musician, and then a DJ like Mike Merrill was just on before me.
Yeah.
And then it might be like a guy that is a lawyer, maybe, or the tax accountant, which I think that's really cool.
I try to mix it up, and Leo always hated that because I'd always be like, I want to get like a scientist and a policeman and like random people on, and be like, that's stupid. Why are you gonna do that for? And I'm like, I just like having random.
And I was just on. I just got off the Simmons Moore podcast at this cool event you're putting on. We were talking how there's so many talented people around here in New Jersey, but it's a kind of small world.
Yeah.
It's like once you have on all the comics and all the art, eventually you got to move on to the other people. I mean, you guys are cool because you moved on to that business community, which I don't think anybody else in the podcast world is doing. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, it's more geo-targeted. It's based around the idea that we're all local more so than any other part of it. And it's just kind of one thing led to another with it. Speaking of one thing leading to another, you're doing the clips now. You're talking about events. It's getting colder now. We're gonna have to like branch out into like I don't know like. History clubs, or I don't know what else is out there.
Yeah, man. Look for some book club meetings. The libraries are starting to open up, so you have stuff going on in there. But yeah, we started off on Labor Day, and there was just a ton of stuff happening outside. And now it's gotten steadily colder. Some stuff moved inside with less capacity.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be tough right here, man. So if I say anybody watching, if you see something you like, there's a venue you like, support them as best you can.
Yeah.
Because you try to keep them going.
Angelo.
Yeah, I'll shout out literally anything within reason. Give me your events, DM to me, and I'll get them up on these videos. The week that it's appropriate to put them out.
What you just did? You just did an event in Belmar, the Super 64.
Yeah, man. So I've been doing once a month. I call it Super Open Mic 64. There's a cool retro arcade. It's called Go Play Retro Arcade in Belmar. They got all the old games. So they got like NBA Jam, Street Fighter 2, that era of games. And then there's a party room in the back. So once a month we do an open mic comedy show back there. It's one price to play the games and either perform or just check out the comics.
Oh, that's cool.
It's almost like what you're doing here tonight, like a meet and greet of a bunch of cool people in one place, just kind of hanging out and seeing what develops out of that. So I've been lucky to do that.
Well, what events you got for us?
I thought you would never ask. Let's go. Let's get out the notepad. Sports-wise, we got every NFL Sunday we're tailgating in downtown Toms River at Capone's. They got pizza, they got pasta, and for the fall they got burgers and dogs on the grill. Also, you got NFL Sundays at the Asbury Lanes. Let's keep it real. The Jets are terrible. The Giants are a little less terrible. The Eagles are not great. If you're bowling and watching our teams lose, it'll be a little better for you. On top of that, New Jersey Marathon just announced November 14th and 15th. They're going to do the run virtual. It's one of the best events at the Jersey Shore. I love marathon weekend. I'm lucky enough to live right on the course. I've been able to run it a couple times. They delayed it to November. They had to cancel the real race, but they will be back in 2021, but virtually November 14th and 15th. Over at the Asbury Lanes, I mentioned once already, Saturday, October 31st, you got the Halloween sip and carve. You get a pumpkin, you get a wine, you get to taste the wine while you carve the pumpkin. Now let's be careful out there.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like you don't want to hand people like a scotch on the rocks and a knife and a pumpkin all at the same time. But be careful out there. And Sunday, November 1st, is the first Sunday Fun Day of the fall at the Lanes. If you don't know what Sunday Fun Day is, leave the kids' table, jump on the adult table, and learn what it's like to be an adult. Also, there's parties at the Asbury Lanes. They were doing some DJ events over at the Asbury. They had some of the best DJs around. They had Mike Merrill. They had Adam Worth. They had a guy named Andrew Top Hat that bombed so bad they had to stop having DJs there altogether. So now they're just kind of quiet parties where no music is allowed to be played because that guy ruined everything everything. Asbury Park Music Foundation, want to shout them out. They do Sundays on St. John's. This week, October 24th, is the last one, and it's actually sold out. So you can't go to that one to shout them out because they've crushed that all fall. Just pack that park as much as you can right now in a socially distanced world. And then, of course, at my home away from home at the Brighton Bar, you got Saturday 10/24, the Red Room playing outside with Sunshine Spaz. On Monday 10/25, I'm hosting the comedy open mic as I do every Monday. And on 10/26, Tuesday, you got the mixed open mic, comedy, music, and poetry. And that's going to do it for this week.
Thank you, Angelo. I don't know. I guess it's not like totally local summer anymore. We're gonna have to call it some other whatever.
Totally local autumn. Totally local sweater season.
Totally fall time. Yeah, we'll think of a better name. We'll spitball it. Angelo, what's going on with your podcast? Where the hell are your cousins at, man?
My one cousin is at a party of some kind, which sounds suspect to me. My other one's playing
a party?
Yeah, it's what he said. The other one's at a softball game. His team's winning a tournament or something. So we were planning on doing that here. Unfortunately, we can't do it. Shout out to Mike and Kenny. If you guys like what I do and would like to hear a version of me at 30 and a version of me at 20 all on the same podcast, that is the Me and My Cousins podcast. And hopefully we're going to have some of the people we met tonight come on that. I think Simmons and Moore is going to come on. I'd love to have Andrew on at some point. I think Ming would be a great guest. We'll try to make that happen before the end of 2020.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of energy, a lot of podcast energy here tonight and in the area. I've really wanted to set something up. I know Ming's talked about it before too, like we're like some kind of like podcast convention kind of thing, you know. So I think that eventually, you know, it's going to happen. You know, there's going to be a point where we're going to all come together in a safe way when all this shenanigans kind of cools down, and we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, I mean, Angelo, it's been a wild ride, and I thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you very much, man. I think I was a guest on maybe episode somewhere around 25, and I've been a fan for all 100 episodes. This is congrats, man. Thanks for letting me be a part of this. It's been really fun, and I like that I'm able to do these videos. It's been a pleasure working for a year, close to a year now, I guess, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
well, thank you very much. Appreciate it, guys.
Cool, man.
Thank you, everybody.
Cool. Who do we got? We got Simmons and Moore. Can we cut over to them real quick just to see what they're doing?
Let me get their audio.
We're gonna try something we've never tried here before. You wanna? Yeah. What about Colin? Are you? I don't know if you're. You know, if you could talk. Okay, cool. Yeah. You're not gonna rob me, are you?
I wanted to wear this on. All right.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. They're gonna do them real quick, and then we'll. Wait, are they on or are we on? Are we both on?
Yeah, you're both on.
Hey, so we're talking to them over there. Hey, guys.
Hey, what up?
This is really confusing. I think we're gonna. I don't know how to do this. This is really weird. I can't see you guys.
Oh wait. Sorry.
Your guys' mirror is better than ours.
You can hear them, right?
I can hear me over there, but I can't hear them over here. Cheers. Oh, cheers.
Hang on.
Technical difficulties. Oh, we lost the monitor.
All right. Sorry now.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes.
This is trippy.
Oh man.
I'll talk shit all day.
Adam keeps looking over here. You can't look over here.
Is this quality podcasting?
Yeah, this has gone off the rails here now. We've got people. Yeah, I'll be over there in a second. Let me interview Colin Carhart, and then I'll go back. I'll go over there.
Good times.
Oh wow, that didn't work very well. But Colin Carhart,
Andrew,
I'm so glad you made it. It was really iffy. I didn't know if you were gonna.
I actually fell asleep and woke up because I worked today and had I also had a thing today.
Yeah.
And then I woke up when it was dark out. And I was like, oh my God, what day is it? Who's the president? What time is it?
I had to text.
Is it night or,
I texted everybody. I told them the date and the details. And everyone texted me back asking me the date and the details. And I'm like, just scroll up a little. And then I noticed on the way over here, I'm like, I texted you a week ago with the details, but I didn't reiterate the details to you. So, but you figured it out.
I knew I was going to come, regardless,
Good. So how you been, man? How's it been going?
It's been pretty good.
You've been working over at the Asbury Park Brewery. What have you?
No, I haven't. Not for a long time.
Oh, I thought you were doing like something over there. I thought you were doing like salesy. No.
That was 3 or 4 years ago.
Why did I think that was way?
I'm gonna look at what camera am I? Yeah, this guy. He did his fucking research over here.
I'll have a spiced pineapple martini
in COVID.
So what have you been doing then, man?
I've been doing
now that
a little
I'm totally
this, little
like
that.
your Wikipedia. You got to update your Wikipedia because it's totally outdated.
I've actually been running lights over on that Daydream Farm. Those shows over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how's that whole thing been going?
It's pretty cool.
What was the last show they did over there?
The last one was. Well, it's all dependent on the weather. Mm-hmm. So the last one was Keller Williams.
Yeah.
Not the real estate agency, you guys.
No. If you don't know.
Yeah.
Tweaker by the speaker.
And then the one after that was Diane Turton.
Oh, really?
Not the real estate agency. She's a DJ.
She's a DJ. Not the ones you see at the C Streak ads. Not that Diane Turton. Wow, man. So
but tomorrow and the next day are slightly stupid.
Yeah, they are.
So
Fridays are stupid.
So I didn't.
How are they gonna do? Is this slightly stupid? They're reggae-esque, sublime-y.
Yeah,
jammy.
It's that SoCal reggae stuff.
So okay, I could see that. It's pretty dreamy. If the weather's no bueno, then they just kind of
postpone. But I mean that's cool. I've always been around the live music a lot, and in some regard, whether
doing
in the
thing.
room,
yeah,
either playing the drums or DJing or there or bartending it or
I hear you.
But I do the lights for these.
All right, cool. Right on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the episode you were on with us.
I do.
It was beautiful.
I watch it every day. Just to keep myself in check.
I just, I took a liking to you, Colin. I really liked that episode. It was like funny. It was
off the cuff.
It was off the cuff. It was, the Colin can. Leo does have his moments where he comes up with, less stupid things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It didn't make much sense. And then you told the epic Ween story at the end, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I have some podcast stuff. I did Bloodshot Asbury Park for a while.
Oh, was that was you that did it, or
I was a guest on it, and then I.
What happened with that? That was like one of the original podcasts in the area.
Yeah, Brian Poner, who was the big chief of it. Mm-hmm. He got a job that was all encompassing that he had to
stop doing it.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But they had it. They did it in seasons. Mm-hmm. So I came on as a guest second season, but then with my improv background, I was like, I can do characters. Actually, you know what happened? I went on for the movie that I did with Biff and Taylor Allen. Mm-hmm. And then when they recorded that, it got completely messed up. And
thank you.
I guess we'll just pause here for this one. Do you want to take this stuff over here too, or what? And then and I couldn't make it to the next one, and then so I came back as just for a member of my band, Wreaths, and then they were like, you can do characters, and so
what kind of characters were you doing?
The main character that I started doing on there was it was Brad Beach, who was the deputy mayor, Bradley Beach. And this is all this was pre-election of 4 years ago. So like he was kind of based on Trump a little bit, but
local.
Yeah, he grew up going to, what is it? Actually, the episode is really, really good.
I want to watch this now. Are these all up still?
Yes, they're on something. I'll send it to you.
I'll have to find it. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, can you do a this guy named Brad Beach? He's Deputy Mayor Bradley Beach. I was like, yeah.
They just fed you.
I got
fed you like the name.
We had no idea what was going on.
Ah, that's beautiful.
And then I was like nervous wreck, and then it was great, and then I just became like like the Artie Lang or something in there.
Perfect.
And then we had Jeff played on, and then Jeff,
another favorite guest
and then
of
Jeff
the show.
initially eventually became another member of the cast there.
He's like. There's so many layers to Jeff that like
he's a hilarious person.
But he's like a businessman now. I don't know if you saw, like, I genuinely thought he was getting mad at me on the episode because everything I kept saying was just dumber and dumber and dumber, and like I brought up, and definitely doesn't want to talk about. Well, I know he doesn't want to. I brought up I brought up his previous, let's just say, musical career. Perhaps he was in some kind of hip hop.
I was in that with him.
I brought it up, and he
I was
said,
the hype
cut.
man of that.
He said cut, and like he did not like that was it.
I think because it's very risque.
It's very risque. He's having a kid. He just bought a house. He's got a business. There's many layers.
You've heard that stuff though, right?
Huh? He said okay, this is the thing with Jeff Plate. It's like when he's talking to you. Well, when he's talking to me, I can't tell if he likes me, if he's bullshitting me, if he's angry with me. I can't tell. Maybe that's what makes him such a good criminal defense lawyer. I don't know. But I
was the hype man on stage for that.
I heard that.
It was very fun. We did 5 shows.
I heard that it was like epic. That like people were really like there was a buzz and people really loved it.
Well, as a novelty
people were getting
act,
like pulled off, out of the crowd. There were security issues because
that was that one crazy show.
One crazy show, but out of 5. It seems like it was a meteoric rise. Like I even wrote, like I made an album. I rap and I made.
Yeah. Well, no, we talked about this. That's why you probably asked him about this.
That's exactly why.
I didn't reference our episode.
Well,
to talk about this.
It's full circle.
And then we talked about that. How'd that record go?
Oh, it went gangbusters. I mean, I finished it. I learned a lot. As you know, as a musician, there's like all these levels to like, okay, the concept behind the album was like, I was like, do you know how people just make music? Like, there's so many bands out there, and you go see a band, and they're just like, oh, this band sucks. It's a shitty band. But what I started to realize is like, these people like love making music, and maybe the band is shitty, but like they think that they're great, and I'm like,
well, yeah.
Yeah, well, like, that's the mentality. I'm like, I'm going to go into making my album where instead of being really hard on myself, I'm just going to, like...
That, in turn, is why you cannot like something. And maybe in my younger days, I would be like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But at least they have the fucking balls
exactly
to put themselves out there.
Yes.
And do it.
Yeah.
Where someone else who's saying
you
that sucks.
Yeah.
If they don't have anything out, then their opinion means fucking zero.
Exactly. So like my whole mentality was like, I want to do this. I feel good about it, and I'm just going to take any negative editor that enters my mind. I'm just going to take on this persona of like, I'm fucking great, and this album's great, and I'm gonna finish the album no matter what my split personality tells me.
Yeah.
So like that got me through, and I finished the album, and I like it, but there's all these layers.
Did you have peace of mind after it was done?
Oh yeah, like I couldn't have made the album. Like I really needed to get it done before my kid was born. Like that was a big thing, and there was like this was years and years of like songs, and I was just like, I gotta finish this because like that chapter's over and there's a new chapter. But like on top of that, it's like, excuse me, there's like this whole, okay, so there's the music. Is it good? A. B, are you technically proficient? Do you know music theory? Like, okay, there's that.
I don't think there's that.
Well, I don't, I just kind of whatever. I don't know that shit like very well. I could play a little bit, and I just kind of listen to things, and okay, that sounds good. But like what I'm saying is, there's all these different layers and all these different ways of looking at it, and then on top of all that, there's like the production value of like, did you record this well? Meaning, like, did you hook it all up?
If someone that you don't know listens to it,
Yeah.
and you're like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
That, I mean,
People listen to
any
it.
of the music that I've ever made, I always think about what does someone that does not know me.
It's even better when they don't know you and they listen
Well,
to you.
yeah, but like that's like the true thing of it.
Well, the beauty of it now, like when I used to work, like I've been in bands and I've made albums years ago, and like back then it's like, hey, do you want my CD? But now it's like, oh, Bandcamp, Spotify, you put it out there.
Yeah, you can't just drive around and throw CDs around at randos on
if you
Ocean
give
Ave
somebody
in
a
Belmont
CD,
anymore.
they'll be like, if you give somebody a CD, they'll be like, where do you want me to stick this? Like, there's nowhere to find. I can't play this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, the cool thing is now is like, if you put it out there, you could actually see not only if people listen to a piece of it, but if they listen to the whole, you can see they listen to the whole song. So I know.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah. So now I know people in like California listen to it. I know people in like
Wait, off
other
of,
countries, Spotify and Bandcamp.
Oh, word?
Yeah. There's a whole you do this distribution thing like ASCAP and BMI and all that shit. It's all integrated. So like you put it out there, you sign up for one of these
Okay,
things.
people probably know this. Mike Merrill's right there. We want to talk about the drunk episode.
Which one? Oh, the
COVID, the drunk COVID episode.
Yeah, get on here, man.
Mike, let's go.
What you gonna? Is this an intervention?
Yes,
dude.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't say it's an intervention as much.
No. It was. I mean, we were doing shots. It was like
We were doing virtual
That was the
shots.
beginning.
Like real virtual.
That was the
shots.
beginning. I think I was drinking Montenegro.
Wow. Montenegro or Montezuma?
Montenegro. It's like it's kind of like a Jägermeister.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Because Montezuma is like
dark,
that's like a
but
weird
it's
tequila.
more. It's more like a Fernet kind of thing.
Hey guys.
It's herbal. What's up?
Are you guys are still recording? I could be on your show, right?
Yeah, we took our second break for liquid.
All right, perfect. All right, good.
Are you gonna be on your show or are you just
We're tapped in, so I'll go on your show and you'll be on my show and I'll be on your show at the same
I love
time.
this part, you guys. It's me and Mike Merrill.
So wait a second. So apparently I got drunk on that.
I think we all did.
I mean, I think we were all drunk.
But you were drunk shaming me before.
No, I was.
I didn't know he was.
No, because you were, I was because we were just the guests, and you were the captain of the ship. So you can't be the captain of the ship and be like, you guys.
But it was COVID times.
Yeah.
That's when we didn't know us. We couldn't even.
Things
you
happen.
know, I was wearing Wegmans dish gloves to Costco at that time.
Yeah,
those gloves are really.
You were wearing Wegmans dish
The
gloves?
purple ones, like with like duct tape on them.
You were like Blank Man, like Damon Wayans.
Full on.
100%. I think that was at like.
I was super paranoid about it.
That was like 4 or 5 weeks in. That was like 4 or 5 weeks into the whole thing.
Yeah.
Where I think the alcoholism was at like a high.
No,
that point.
It was 5 weeks in because I think I finished all the stuff that I had, and I was like, "What's in the basement?" Montenegro.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
That's
That's
got
what
the
I first
pineapple
met.
vodka before.
But before I had that, like what I was first drinking was, I was like, oh man, it's the apocalypse. We're all gonna die. Like the first thing I went and got, I went and that's the first time I met Jeff Plate. Was like I went and picked up at the friggin' loading dock of Asbury Park Brewery. I picked up stouts because of you, because they're delicious, and I didn't know.
That's my favorite of their beers.
Yes,
Asbury
same.
Stout. What up?
Yeah. And that's when I first met Jeff Plate. But anyway, yeah, we were just getting like hammered. I really don't even remember.
Dude, you were like, haha, you guys ever go on Tinder before? you were like,
And I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
yeah, like I forgot what else. There was like
Why? Were you in Nashville in October 2016?
I was like, yeah, man, and then just didn't say anything else. And you were like, well, and like literally, and I was looking at the count on the bottom, and I was like, I wanted to.
Mike and I were texting each other like,
yeah, and
all right,
I was
let's
like,
do
I was like, is Andrew okay?
let's do another shot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so if you saw us doing shots together, it was because we were texting each other. We're like, we're ready for another.
You guys were secretly like judging me and saying,
No, we weren't. I was like,
not
"Yo, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna jump on?" But like that made a night.
Yeah, you need to savor this moment and not be ashamed of it.
I'm not ashamed of it at all.
Like, in
I'm
the
not
beginning
ashamed of anything I've ever
that
done.
made a night. I was like, "Oh shit! I got an appointment on the computer at 7. I better put on my other pajamas for this."
What about the trivia one is like the highlight. If you look at me on that episode, I was so giddy.
Oh yeah,
because I had this.
I'll talk about that fucking episode.
I had that idea. Oh yeah, Gentleman Jim Norton.
Where am I looking right here?
It's the black one or it's that one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Jim, you really hosed me on that one. On the train station one, you knew that Monmouth Park wasn't on there, and you put it back on there just to make me not get that question and my team to lose.
He hasn't forgotten.
I have
Norton.
a bone to pick about that.
Challenge.
I know that you did that on purpose because you were mad. I don't know what it's about. But
If Norton,
I've been
if he's
looking
not
for you,
listening.
Norton.
We're just
Jim
Norton going to be lost.
Jim Norton, this
He's
is
going to be
for
lost
you.
on everyone.
Yeah, I got those trains. Dude, I was right on
Man,
that.
you were so you were thinking about it for like a big chunk of the show. Is you thinking about that question?
Just to go on like good COVID stuff though.
I think my reaction to him saying no is what really pushed me over the edge to not get the question
The
right.
COVID stuff, just to give you an idea, though, after that was over, that trivia thing probably ended around midnight. Colin and I stayed online on Zoom till probably 5 in the morning. With Jim, actually, the three of us just sat and chatted online
No
for like
way.
4 hours
Pictures of
after
that.
that.
You guys like hung up on me. I feel like he hung up on me. You guys, I was probably drunk.
I don't remember.
No, everyone just kind of emptied out.
I'm joking. I don't think
I was
well.
in the kitchen was very well lit, and
So you guys stayed up talking about the good old days. You and Jim.
Yeah, we actually were.
I really got to get Jim
remember
on.
he was telling that story about he at the cookout with the hot dog with who was the singer of like Fred from fucking B-52s. He has a story about the remember he's like, can I have a hot dog or whatever.
He has so many.
No bun. Rusted.
He has so many stories.
Toasted.
I was reading. A random article came up, and he was in it. It was a story about this huge epic fight at like the Jersey City Gardens.
No, it was at the City Gardens in Trenton. Yeah.
What is it? The City Gardens?
City Gardens,
City Gardens.
the legendary punk rock venue in Trenton.
That documentary exists now, right? Is it out or has it never come out? Because there was a documentary about it, wasn't there?
They did show it at the Lane.
I guess so.
Nobody,
Lanes,
you know who
the
never
OG
gets
lanes.
credit? Like I always call to ask about trivia. Like whoever I'm talking to is epic shouts to Ralph Gould. I always call him, and I'm always like,
I will smoke Ralph Gould at any trivia. Let's do Jeopardy. I'll smoke you, Ralph.
if I'm talking to somebody and
I'm
it's
just
about
kidding.
music,
I don't know that, but I would put my money on myself.
if it's about music or anything in the area, I'm like Ralph, like I got this person coming on. What's the story? And he'll give me the background. He's like, all right, you can't say anything about this, and he'll tell me all the lascivious details, and I can't say anything. But then he'll give me like the straight up.
No,
facts.
Ralph definitely knows his shit.
He does know his shit. So
Full on. He's one of those people that's very. He knows.
Do you still have that portrait? You have a portrait of yourself.
Of course I do.
It's beautiful. Did you have it framed yet?
I mean, Is
it framed?
No.
You got to get it framed.
I mean, it's not. I can't roll it up.
Well, you shouldn't roll it up and smoke it, but you should go get it framed at that corner frame store on Cookman. They do a great job.
I have so many other things to get framed before that thing.
Big ups to them.
Yeah,
I don't like
I love
it,
that place.
But I did put it up for.
I have somebody.
My Saint video when it was Save the Saint thing.
It was in the
I was very
trivia thing as
sardonic
well.
in that one.
I have a portrait. Somebody did a portrait of me for like their college art class, and people think it looks like a girl, but I'm like, but it's me. So you got to keep it no matter what people think, because how many people get portraits of themselves.
Yeah. My grandparents wanted to get portraits done of all their grandkids. And then
they didn't keep them?
Picked my name out of a hat first and decided.
Mike's
I'll
out.
see you
later.
guys tomorrow.
Heather, Mike, Heather, good to see you guys.
You're leaving? I didn't get you on the
You guys
show
gonna be there
yet.
tomorrow?
Make some wise ass comments, so you gotta get out there.
You guys
I
gonna be there
love you
tomorrow?
guys.
We love you. Congratulations.
What is tomorrow?
I want.
That is stupid at the
Oh, that's right.
I do. I'm sorry, Mike. I wanted to get you on here, but
I'm like a franchise.
There he is.
All right. I'm gonna bow out of this one.
Okay, bye, Mike.
So
bye.
90 out of
I think
All right, perfect. Heather, I love you. Bye. Thanks
Bye, I
for
love you
coming,
guys.
we lost a
Good times.
guest.
Yeah, Mike.
Leo, you got to fill in. Is he going to the bathroom?
I can't say.
So we're gonna play a little game of Colin can or Colin can't.
That was people were talking about that for a while. They said that was so rude of me to do, but I think it was hilarious. And I think
Film me back on the rules of that.
Well, I mean,
it was Colin can or Colin can't, like as in can't take it.
So Colin can or Colin can't go see Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at Count Basie.
Can.
See, and then we would have to guess if you could
we were
or couldn't.
going to guess whether or not you could.
Leo was the king of...
Depends on who's in it, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
The original cast?
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, obviously. Treat Williams, that might have been hair. I don't know. I don't know if he was in the original cast anyway.
Treat Williams? He was really good in Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
I never saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
With Andy Garcia and Walken?
I never saw it.
Buckwheats, Jimmy. It's a good movie.
I'll have to now I have to
Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Great movie. Came out.
Where did Mike Merrill go? He ghosted us.
Well, I have one. So there's obviously we're all home a lot because of the quarantine, so we're spending a lot of time watching Netflix. And it's Halloween season, so maybe you have heard about The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix. It is the follow-up to the original series of The Haunting. Colin can or Colin can't sit for 10 hours of a love story about ghosts. I'm gonna go, and my guess.
Okay.
Colin cannot.
I am gonna go. Now, are we talking like now? Like
we're talking about right now, this weekend. He's gonna go home and cuddle up in the blankets and watch ghost love stories.
It's about to get really cold out, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colin can.
Okay.
But I didn't see the first one, but I did just read the new. I just found out that is. But I probably can't. Shit. Because there's too much other stuff I haven't seen.
There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a Lovecraft Country. Have you watched that?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
It's really good, but
I've been watching The Vow.
What's The Vow?
What is The Vow?
Is that
what?
That
I've
the
never even heard of
Nexium
The
cult?
Vow.
Yes.
I've read about that. I used to watch fucking Smallville, like back in the day.
Never watched it.
The blonde girl that from that show.
I didn't know that she was like a huge. She's definitely in it.
She was one of the. She was the uppity. She was like the antithesis of Lois Lane. She was just there and like meh, meh, meh. Like she was definitely.
No, she wasn't even blonde. She was brown. She had brown
blonde.
hair.
No, she was blonde. The other girl was in it too. The brunette girl was in it too. But
that
the blonde
short-hair girl
was like branding people and like doing weird stuff.
Yeah, with her initials in it.
Man.
I mean, anyway, you guys should watch it.
Okay, so The Vow.
Colin can.
Colin can.
Yeah.
What
about the
Lovecraft
boys?
Country.
Ken.
Colin can.
What about the boys?
I don't know.
You're not a superhero-y.
It depends on how much time I have alone, because I don't think that anyone that I hang out with will want to watch that with me.
That's true. That's definitely stopped me from watching a couple different things.
All right, I have another one. Netflix edition of Colin Can or Colin Can't.
Netflix
This is
edition?
Netflix
Okay,
edition.
let's go.
For all of those Netflix lovers out there, the part 2, season 1 of Unsolved Mysteries without the original host, but just as good in my opinion, is now out as of this weekend?
Wait, there's a new Unsolved? Like there was the Netflix Unsolved Mysteries, and there's
All right, I
another
watched
one?
the first half. So
you watched the first half. You're in. Colin Can.
Fuck yeah, that
Okay,
UFO
yeah.
When that
episode.
guy jumped off the
and they
Or
put
was
in
he
the-
jumped?
dude?
Or was he pushed?
You're watching.
definitely pushed.
You're watching that episode, and you're like, "This is dumb. This is dumb." Then all of a sudden, you're like, "What? Like what the fuck?"
My lady friend said, "I've never been more disturbed." She had nightmares about that one.
Oh, really?
I was like, that one?
What about the UFO one? The UFO one.
No, the UFO was
flipped
stupid.
My mind.
I think it was more about the family not.
What about the
knowing where he
mom
was.
killing the daughter and then killing everybody? The last one on that series.
I mean,
We're getting
That whole
full on
thing was weird.
spooky season.
yeah, it's getting spooky.
Well, anyway,
Is there any guests that haven't gone on yet?
Why you getting you want to get the fuck out of here? Are you done? Man.
I was just wondering. I'll come back.
I think there's.
No, I mean,
there may be guests that want to come back. I'm a repeat offender.
I'm wrapping it up with Simmons and more. So like after you guys, I'm just wondering if Mike Merrill just ghosted
keep
us.
going.
Mike Merrill,
no Halloween pun intended.
Mike Merrill
He went to
ghosted.
the bathroom.
I think he's taking care of some things.
Some porn popped up on his phone. He just said he spent $200 on OnlyFans.
I have so many
Did he really?
dirty.
He said he spent a lot of money.
I have so many dirty
I don't even know
stories about
I
Mike
love
Merrill that like I
OnlyFans.
can never share.
I have a lot of stories I can't share about a lot of things.
OnlyFans
It's
has
so,
gotten me
like,
through
that's
this
the good
whole
stuff, too.
pandemic.
I have stories from people that I'd love to interview, and I can't even say. I have stories about like.
Then why do we
international
put
drug
masks on
smuggling.
and have like the early work?
Because that's
just
not
one
totally
time.
local. I can't be
Just
doing
one time on the boardwalk.
I wish I could do
I
that.
have one about Ralph that is so good.
Ralph just sent me a video.
Well,
He's
it's Ralph
watching.
and me and other people, and Mike Merrill was there. I think you guys were DJing in the winter.
Okay. And something bad. Something dirty happened.
Really not going to tell the story.
I have stories. I have some stories about DJ.
But it was like when it was a you and Mike DJing.
The good old days.
And it was snowing so hard, and no one was. The only access to the yacht club was through the boardwalk, but they were also not cleaning the snow off the boardwalk. So it was just like this weird private party.
Did you?
And it was during the polar vortex. It was crazy.
Things got weird.
And that night was crazy for me.
Well, there's been a couple nights where, you know what? I might vaguely remember something happening to me that night that might have involved Ralph a little bit, but it didn't. I think what happened was that night, I think people split off at the end, and everyone went off and did.
Oh, it was a wild night for me.
We're having these vague
Ralph,
stories.
He must be watching. Why isn't he here? Isn't he a guest on this? Ralph, you know what I'm talking
he has
about.
been a guest.
I can't even see that screen, but I bet Ralph.
He sent me a video of him watching on his
that
big
night.
screen at his house.
Oh, there's mine.
We had a limited capacity to bring people in, and I
It was
had
just
to.
one of those nights when it just seems like a party of the people you know, and it was just pretty wild.
I would love to. I mean, there's gonna come a point where
We couldn't see the forest for the trees all the time. We really couldn't. Keys to the Kingdom. It's all over now, Baby Blue.
Oh man,
that place is different. The whole boardwalk. I mean,
yes, it's a whole
Okay.
different.
All right,
scene.
here's
No
my
one wants
final
to-
Colin can or Colin can't before I'm out of here.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to join the Simmons and More podcast.
have another one of these.
And have 3 more of those in the next hour before we have to get out of
I
here.
can have another one of these.
There is a new series on Netflix that everyone is talking about.
Hmm.
It has to do with karate and it has to do with kids.
Oh,
It's called Cobra Kai.
I mean, Colin can, and if
I'm
he
gonna-
can't, he should.
I can't for sure.
It's
I'm gonna
good.
guess he can't. How are you guessing,
I'm guessing he can.
Colin?
I watched the first 2 episodes when it was on YouTube.
Wait, were there commercial interruptions?
I
Colin
think this was
loves 2 episodes in and out.
I think this was when it was. They were just trying to get everybody on YouTube Red or something. And I don't give a shit.
Oh, so good. The writing is so good.
I bet it's good.
I would.
That's for a rainy day. You know, that's for
But you're saying you can't.
I can't.
So you can't. Colin can't.
Colin cannot.
I don't think.
He's got the vow. He's got Unsolved Mysteries. It'll be some rainy day in February, and he'll
The
get through 2 more
campiness of
episodes.
it. I love that they did it. I love that those guys are busy. I love that those guys are still friends.
Don't politic. Don't politic. Okay.
They're not.
Don't politic.
in
Maybe
real
if
life.
I get into some edibles that agree with me and I can watch that again. But do you have any edible sponsors? Hit me up.
Refer back to the edible
Get
story
at
I
me.
told at the beginning of the show.
How do
All
you
right.
get sponsors, man? Angela's got a sponsor for his fucking podcast. I need
Yeah.
a sponsor, man. I need an edible sponsor. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
That was the fun edition of Colin Can.
That was the fun edition?
I'm sorry. That was the. How's the Netflix
I've
edition
been on
of Colin
this.
Cannon,
I think
Colin
I've been
Cannon?
on this way too long. Is there anyone that didn't go yet?
I think
think
was the last
everybody's
person?
gone.
that was it. That was it.
What time are we looking at?
9:05.
It's 9. We gotta.
Oh, you still got another
wrapping
hour, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to be on here for another hour. I'm gonna go wrap it up over with Simmons and Moore, and then that's.
Do you want to close out your 100th episode by yourself?
Well, no, I'm gonna close out my episode on their episode.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks everyone for joining Totally Local 100th episode. This has been a blast.
Thanks,
this is
Colin.
Leo.
I've had a really great time being
I
on
want
it.
when can we do a Zoom one, or should we just do? You want to be in person?
I mean, we're all here now. I'll come in and do the thing.
all right, cool. Well, we'll come in and do the thing.
Yeah, let's go. Let's write some stuff. I'll write some stuff.
All right, perfect.
Colin's got lime green socks on. They may even glow in the dark. Look at the tie dye.
He's wearing boots from Tasmania.
These are tie-dye socks that my sister made
and his
me
lime
Wow.
green
for my
socks.
birthday. For my
Older or younger?
she is.
You don't know?
She's just less than 2 years younger.
Then she's your younger sister.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
She has 3 children,
Okay.
and they made me these tie-dye socks.
Beautiful.
Those are
They're
I have
fashionable.
12 pairs.
12.
12.
Yeah.
Each in all green,
No, they're all over the place.
multicolored.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's worth having sisters and kids for.
I have 10 nieces and nephews, 5 boys and 5 girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you like the Funkle?
Totally.
I tried to be the Funkle. I'm not the Funkle.
I'm the Funkle for some of them.
Uh-huh. They see you and it's like a hype party.
I did pick up my I don't think any of them are watching this.
No, I doubt it.
I picked up one from the police station. My oldest nephew.
And were they like, don't tell my mom?
He was crying. He
No
was like
way.
playing ding dong ditch and then ran up on the thing and then
They
I
tased
picked him up and then he was pretending to cry.
He was pretending to cry to you or to the cops?
I think he was like my mom's gonna kill me.
Oh.
But I thought he was crying to me and I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Get your shit
like-
together.
I was like, that sucked, right? You don't want to go to the police station. Don't do anything stupid.
So you let him off the hook and you didn't tell his mom?
No.
Wow.
I mean, it was
you
all
are
done.
the Funkle.
I hope none of them are watching this. But,
I doubt they're.
I'll never see this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Colin,
Thank you so much.
Thank
I'll let
very
you guys
much.
close this out by yourselves.
All right, cool.
Oh, I listen.
Well, we're gonna go close it out over next door.
Okie dokie.
Cool.
Always
We
good
could
to
switch
see
over
Colin.
there, right? All right, and you could play the outro music once I.
Always. good to
Hopefully
see.
they don't. Hopefully they don't mind.
Well, I guess there's no better way to close this episode.
The episode's gonna close out over there.
Okay, but like this moment by saying thank you for all that you have done, all the people that you brought together, all the interviews that 100 times. 100 times. You've never been consistent about anything, but this one weird show you seem to love. To do
Totally
so.
local. It's
I wanna
mostly because
say-
of the name, I think.
Yeah, I think that might be it. So congratulations again
Thank
from
you.
all of us. Thank you for hosting this.
Thank you.
Congratulations on 100 episodes.
Thanks.
The winter, the autumnal
Yeah,
ones
no,
that he
those
did.
we did those a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few weeks ago. Yeah, I had that.
Those are fucking banging too.
Those are shout outs to America for knowing that pumpkin every now and then will be litty.
Pumpkin
You know what I mean?
every
Like,
now and
yo,
then.
but
would
every
be
now
lit.
and then, but you have to only
Come on
do
in, Daddy-O.
You have to only do it on a short period of like time.
Yeah, just autumnal season. That's it.
Yeah, but shout out
Autumn
to them.
season. That's it.
Who knew that like certain things were only good for certain times?
Literally everyone, Bobby.
But talk about things that are only good for certain times. Then Andrew from Totally Local.
Hey, the fucking guy.
Hey, am I gonna be able to can I do my outro music? Because I gotta wrap the show up over here. Is that cool with you guys?
As long as you fucking introduce yourself.
Oh,
Gotta
hey.
introduce- Wait, time out, Andrew. Don't hop on our podcast
And immediately
Start
after,
fucking screaming about your outro music.
Well, I just want to make
You
sure.
need to say hi.
Yeah. Hi guys, how's it going?
what's your name?
What is that shirt
Oh.
you're wearing?
Oh, wait. Yarmouth Road community college?
That looks like the same shirt that Rodney Dangerfield had on.
Right?
In that fucking soccer
Right?
movie.
Yes. Bumblebees.
Ladybugs.
Ladybugs. That's a good movie.
What's your fucking name, Nude Curtis?
Hey, man. Andrew Top Hat, a.k.a. Andrew J. Talcott, a.k.a. Nude Curtis, a.k.a. Mantra Sinatra, a.k.a. Assistant Willems, a.k.a. I think that's about it. I probably got some more. Thank you.
Is that a pickle or is that a leaf?
That's a leaf, man. That's a leaf. I want to thank you guys. for
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So before you get on here all nice and sensitive, fuck out of here. Thank you for inviting us.
For real.
Thanks,
all right?
Thanks, guys.
Don't thank us. We thank you.
Leo backed me up though. You weren't at the episode.
No, we figured it out.
Okay,
no, but you had met him.
Yeah, we figured it out.
At least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but
not 2 or 3, maybe once.
Well, I want to let you know that you came to both of our live shows and episode 200. That's 3 times.
So it was all quick, but technically you were never on a Sam PC episode.
And I don't appreciate your scarf.
It's fine. With Bobby, so you guys never.
All right.
So you were all right. You're technically right. We got.
You ain't fucking
With
shit.
that being said, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yo, bro, look at you, 100 fucking episodes. Yeah, my boy.
You guys are
Congratulations.
Standard.
No work involved.
No
worrying about the content. No listeners, no streamers. You get all of the no's done, and you just do it.
Thank you. It works like this, man. Isn't this spot cool? Isn't this cool? What the fuck are we doing? I had an idea. I was just like, we should just all podcast at the same time. I know it makes more sense. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, you're good.
Thank you. Make no sense.
Thank you.
You make no fucking sense.
I think what? I think Angelo.
Even you and Leo, the group makes no sense. Everything you do makes no. Even when you rap the first time for 30 minutes.
It was my favorite part. You jumped over the chair. It's all.
Yeah, why are you still wearing your mask?
Congratulations on 100 episodes, Andrew.
He's got to keep his chin one.
Everything you do makes no sense.
Talk up on that mic before I charge you money.
And it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Leo,
we got you.
I hit the beginning of that.
Now you can congratulate.
Now you just sit in the corner eating tacos like a weirdo.
So now I can see. Are you gonna rap for everybody?
No.
Are you kidding me? You're 100.
No, this isn't.
Not gonna give us
This isn't Nude Curtis, bro.
Yeah. Go check it out though. Nude Curtis.
On
Season in
SoundCloud?
Hell. It's on Spotify. It's on Bandcamp. Go check it out, man. Type in Nude Curtis. And see what
Nude
comes up.
Curtis.
Funny as hell, man. Yo, I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
The way you move.
At least
is
there's
just-
one person.
The way
you
you
know?
move, I'm gonna keep telling you that the shit makes no sense.
It makes
The
no
shit
sense.
you do makes no sense.
It's magic.
Not
told him,
one
y'all
lick
two
of
as a
sense.
group
It's magic.
make no sense.
Put in like a Kanye.
Everything he does in the podcast, how he goes, make no sense. How he dresses makes no sense. Everything he does makes no sense, but it all makes sense.
Because I'm magical.
Hey, dude,
He makes it
can
all
I
make
do something?
sense,
Can I
bro.
show you this picture of you
I
eating a
love
taco like a fucking weirdo? Isn't that the best photo you've ever seen in your life? I don't know what you were doing with your feet, but I've been fucking making fun of you all goddamn night for your feet.
Let me see.
Why your ankles like that, dude? Why you fucking twinkle toe a taco,
that
bitch?
lets you know the taco was really, really fucking
Yeah, it's
good.
it's
really
banging.
fucking
He's
good.
doing fucking
That's another thing, Andrew. Thank you.
Korean
You've
fucking
been having drinks.
I haven't
having
ate a
fun,
taco
had a
yet, but I had
taco.
a
ballerina
bunch of
shit.
drinks.
Oh, go have
Your
a taco,
bartenders
man.
are cool. Nice
dude. I've
people.
had
I love
3
this place.
tacos and 3 drinks.
Perfect.
That's not a very good balance, but I'm following Leo's lead.
Not a good
so-
balance. I had 3 drinks, 0 tacos.
Oh, when we smoked.
Oh,
yeah, you guys stunk before you reeked. It was awesome.
Did I?
Well, I gave Adam a hug, and I'm like, wow, you smell so much like weed right now.
Did I smell like weed?
I didn't give you. I gave you a hug before you smoked. You guys went
Okay.
outside,
Yeah.
and then you came back.
But I smoked lightly before
But
I came in.
I smoked before we got here.
I was so tempted to ask them, be like, "Can we just smoke inside?" But I was like, "That's not professional."
Yo,
I can't
how
do
many
that.
times did I say I was gonna smoke in here, but the baby keep walking by to remind me you can't smoke in
Yeah,
here.
for
I'm
real.
a little ass baby, and I'm hugged up on the belly right now.
Yeah, you
That
can't.
baby was hugged up like it was a it was stuck like that, like Spider-Man on the belly.
Yeah.
You see
So-
the baby like that?
So, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Spider-Man with the train
You seen
in
it,
them?
right? Yeah,
Joey
yeah.
Diaz was in that train? Fuck yeah, he was.
Have you gone to see Joey Diaz?
At fucking, what's
Point
it called?
Pleasant.
Vinny's, right?
Yeah,
Dude, I haven't gone yet.
it's sold out.
every single fucking night, dude.
There's like 30 people allowed in.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's not
So,
not that amazing feat.
boys. 100 episodes, man.
Yeah. Leo kind of took a hiatus from the show, but
For the second time.
since like shit can like open up again, I think he'll be back on. We're gonna talk about butt stuff with our first guest, right?
Yeah, I think he wants me to, bring the raunchy Leo back to the show.
Real Leo. The Leo that we saw a couple of episodes ago.
Leo, can you please be Leo on the fucking
For real.
Seriously,
I
he's
want
too
Leo
nice.
to be Leo.
Yeah,
Listen, I want Andrew to be Andrew, Leo to be Leo.
That's
That
right.
Shit, it makes no fucking sense.
He wants
Dude,
to
guys
you
just
have
gotta
to
be
do it,
yourselves.
bro. Yes, talk about buttholes. Talk about everything.
I want him.
Please do it, Leo.
What's it like to suck toes? What is that like?
Thank you, Leo. Yeah, we want to know all that
What,
shit.
am I too loud? Am I?
No. He was trying to. No, he was trying to
we
get
just-
Leo
we
to
can't
get
hear
more on the
Leo.
mic. Yeah, no, you're not
I'm
too loud.
overbearing.
No, no.
Leo, just talk.
No, when you move the mic, we can hear Leo better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You guys are so professional.
buttholes and sucking toes and
That's
No,
what
we're
we
gonna
want to
have-
hear,
The good stuff.
bro.
We have
good stuff.
we have a couple lined up. We have a guest couple.
That's why we're
lined up,
friends.
And I had him on the show before, and like they said, I could ask him anything, but I'm kind of prude. So like I didn't ask him about like the butt stuff and the tongues and the boobs.
Why not?
Hey, what did you ask?
You don't
I'm
like
not
to
that-
tongue
that's not-
boobs?
What
that's
did you
not
ask
who-
him?
I didn't.
Aren't
ask
you a
him-
rapper?
I asked about the
Did
relationship.
you guys
and-
ever think about getting divorced?
Yeah, stuff
I
like
know you
that.
did. I know
Yeah,
you did.
stuff like that. Like, are
I
you guys
know,
gonna get married, have
because
children?
he could relate to that question.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait.
See, this what you got Leo on for? Look, do you want Leo on here or do you not?
Right.
Leo, I'm about to be big dog about
Listen, you asked me to come on the show, right? And be
it. Man, look, bring
I was trying to be
Leo.
clean and like do
Yo,
chores.
you know what's fucked up? Every post now that you post is just gonna be all caps. Bring Leo back.
That's perfect.
On my comments is bring Leo back.
That's perfect.
Every time.
In fact, I'm going right now to write it first one.
I'm going to comment on this video that we're doing right now.
I'm being dead serious.
Lovely.
Nah, man,
Man.
but you guys, what you doing makes no sense, but that makes perfect sense.
All right.
Like you literally, I was telling him before, like he is like good at just like not technically freestyling, but
Thanks.
but just
Thank you, New Curtis in the shit.
just going off the cuff, just
I'll
whatever.
freestyle
It doesn't
any
make
day of
any
the
sense
week.
that he does. Like
Anytime.
this whole thing
anywhere.
we're doing, I don't even know what the fuck it is. But it's working.
I don't think anyone
Whatever
knows what the fuck it is, but Brother Ming's here and he's pulling the strings.
He got it.
So I trust it.
He got it to happen. It
Yeah.
makes no sense. He got it to
I got
happen.
it to
though.
happen, Leo. I
That's
got
the
it to
thing.
happen.
He got it to happen.
I got it to happen.
And that, and I really like that about you. Like, you don't really like. The thing is, you think about
what we
what you
call a
want to
go-getter,
do,
Bobby.
but you're not. You don't overly think it. You could tell.
Yeah.
Because
No, you're
the
kind of
shit-
just
It's like
winging
you're
it.
trying to compliment me, but you're just insulting me.
It's the same way people compliment me. So relax. So I know how to do it. Because
Okay,
this is how
alright.
people talk about me.
It's like you
We're
want to
not-
be good at something, Andrew,
No.
but
What
then
I'm
you're
telling
not.
you, what I'm trying to tell you is, you're not perfect, and that's the perfect situation.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
all I have.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the
That's all I
imperfection,
have.
the imperfection in which you
imperfection
bring
thing is
I can
to
ride
your
chaos, man. I can
Yes.
ride the
Yeah,
chaos.
chaos is a ladder,
Because some
though.
people try to be
Little
so
finger.
perfect so much
right.
that if they're themselves are not perfect, they don't know how to be. Like they think
right,
everything is fucked
right.
up.
Nobody,
Like,
you're
not like
you're
that.
like,
And I like that
there's
about
a
you.
difference. There's a
'Cause I'm like
difference
that.
between like
I'm not
someone
perfect,
who
though.
rides a bike in a straight line and a surfer. So a
Exactly.
surfer's got to
Exactly.
handle waves and kind of go
I'm
back
like Patrick
and forth.
Swayze in Point Break.
I was
basically.
thinking more Keanu, but
Okay.
yeah,
Whatever,
absolutely.
Johnny, that's fine.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I never seen Point Break, but I've heard so
Aw.
much about that movie. We're listening to
So
like
now
a
you
certain-
know exactly what it
listening
is.
to a certain radio station.
Yeah.
Bro, I know everything
You know-
about
you know
Point
what?
Break. Never seen it.
I had both
Never
of you
seen it.
guys
I know everything.
during the Totally Local After Dark. I had both of you guys on separately, and it was so interesting because I got to really
you did.
bifurcate.
That's 100% correct.
Some more podcasts. It's so.
Is it different?
Oh yeah, it was so funny. The episodes too are like they're really long. They're like I think the one with Bobby is like an hour and a half long.
That's
And
like a
it's
regular
like-
ass podcast for us.
we
dude.
got high and we had fun.
Yeah,
Yo, I
you were
remember
telling me all about
I remember
Family
that.
Matters. Like
Bro,
you were
man, I was going deep.
so about
going deep,
you
man.
like love that show so
What, Family
much.
Matters? Hell, yo,
Yeah.
wait, did I reference Family Matters tonight about
Of course you
Stefan
did.
Urkel?
Yeah,
is
Stefan
the-
Urkel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stefan Urkel.
Well,
Oh,
he said
here we go.
that every time he shows up somewhere,
Here we
it's a
go.
surprise. Like when Stefan Urkel showed up for a couple of episodes.
Yeah, I was like, if I show up somewhere,
And
it's
everyone
like
was
that
like-
one episode where that one guy shows up. So it's like because earlier we had a FaceTime
with the guys in the Inner Circle Podcast Network. So we had a FaceTime. And we were just chilling, talking, doing whatever.
And I'm in the middle of work.
15 minutes in, Bobby Moore just shows up like Stefan Urkel. And everyone went bananas. They were like,
wow.
And so the one guy was like, yo, every time you show up, you get the best like applause and all that. And I was like, because you got to always act like you're the new kid in school.
So it's like a video on Instagram of you setting up for a show you were doing in your house with the Inner Circle. Or some of them.
Oh yeah, and then
you walk in and everyone's giving you hugs and you're getting pissed off.
That's about right.
And I told them I was like, who's the last one to walk in this building
today?
Yeah.
This guy.
We work on BMT. It's Bobby Moore time, and that's it.
It was me, and then it was him. Right?
Yeah. Come on, so the new kids in school.
I get it. Well,
it doesn't. No, but
meanwhile, Angelo Gingerelli's fixing the curtains and shit.
I love Leo, man.
Angelo, and I just want Angelo to have his own show. I just want Angelo to just interview people by himself, have his show.
I want the raunchy him though.
Yeah.
The real Angelo.
No, there's no raunchy.
There's an angry.
Not
Angelo.
anymore. Not anymore because he said he's the family man. He's too much family.
Did he used to get wild? I don't know.
He definitely used to get wild.
He told me that he can be raunchy, but he's like,
Hey, why are you playing music on our fucking?
I know
podcast?
it's so loud. I didn't turn it up like that. Somebody else turned it up like that.
It's all right, bro.
His
Play the music.
L from the middle.
I mean, look, I know that you guys use fucking Bobo bullshit ass mics, but we use fucking good mics that you can fucking hear everything.
Bobo bullshit ass mics.
Bullshit. That was pretty cool.
All right,
that was pretty.
We have a really fucking professional ass professionalism.
It says Excelsior Van.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
man, come
fucking
on,
Excelsior Van, you fucking ass.
See,
you ain't, and guess what? You ain't never heard of it.
You can't let Leo know nothing.
And you ain't. Look, watch this. Yo, you got gold mics?
I don't think I ever heard no.
Yo, you got gold mics? Then go fuck yourself. You could check yours too. That's gold too.
Leo's about to explain to us how that's not gold, and I don't want to talk about it. See, man.
Oh, Brother Ming's in the building.
Yeah,
Brother Ming's about to produce the shit out of it.
It's all about our bullshit. Great. Go ahead, Leo. You're on.
I never saw copper mics before.
Is he on?
Can you hear me?
No.
No, it's
good.
Come on, guys.
Your brother Ming is working on it.
Trust me, Ming will make it happen.
Right. Yeah, eventually.
Like, yeah, man. Yo, so you guys, man, like 100 episodes. Did you really think you was going to do it after the 50?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
No. Don't ask Andrew. Don't ask Leo.
I'm asking Leo.
Don't ask Leo.
Leo.
I didn't do it.
I know. I told you after the 50s you were done.
Yeah, that was.
You were
I
done.
had 3 episodes after 50.
Yes.
But honestly, my role on the show was always to be the man on the streets. I can't be on the streets if COVID is happening. I just don't feel right about doing that. But,
I respect it, bro.
There's some things I think that we can do to bring me back to the show. So it'll be fun.
I think there's a lot.
Oh, there you are.
Yo, Leo.
Found you.
You back, my
Thank
man.
you, yeah.
I think there's a lot of things you can do to
Don't
be back.
start talking sexy. Yo, put the fucking glass on the table like an adult.
Leo know how to
Put that shit between your
Leo will
skinny
get on the
jeans.
mic and talk sexy too. Yo, he'll Barry White you.
What's going on?
Everybody throw your draws at him. Everybody throw your draws at him.
Yo, but how sexy are you with a half a mask hanging off your ear?
I know. This is where I keep my mask. I gotta keep it right close. You don't know you
I
gonna
got
come
mine
up
right there. They kept telling me why you keep wearing your mask. I took it off because I felt embarrassed.
Right. Somebody get too close. You gotta throw that thing.
You gotta not hug them and just put your chin on their shoulder. The fuck?
I gave a full hug to the man that tipped on my behalf.
You're right.
See?
Eventually,
after you tipped on my behalf.
I'm gonna go.
Eventually.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go wrap up my podcast.
No, this is literally your podcast. Wrap up right
wrap it
now.
up here?
Do you want me to wrap? Can I wrap
Yes,
it up
wrap
here?
Do you have your intro? Do you have your outro music on
I
your
don't know,
phone?
Brother Ming. Is it?
But
on
do you
the-
have your outro music on your phone?
No, I don't have it on my phone.
Well, what kind of unprofessional professionalism do you got?
Ming has it set up.
Yo,
right?
don't ask him about perfection,
All right.
bro. That's
We got-
hit it.
We got 30
Yeah,
more
just-
minutes
just
of
do it.
free drinking as well.
30 more?
We might want to wrap all this up.
Oh yeah.
Hell
I
no,
know.
we podcast and we drink,
when
mother.
it's
another
Welcome to
drink.
the Simmons
No,
and More
I need
podcast, bitch.
Let me know when it's
Can we
playing,
get-
and I'll just.
And
do
guess
my
who we're
outro.
getting high after
All
this
right,
episode,
guys.
too.
This is Andrew here. I just want to thank everybody that's ever listened to the show and loves the show. It's Totally Local Podcast, Monmouth and Ocean County's premier podcast to hear everything going on in and around the Jersey Shore area, Monmouth County, Ocean County, colorful characters, entrepreneurs, and local businesses. please check it out. Instagram, totally_local_podcast. Go check it out, totallylocalpodcast.com.
Every time, huh?
And you know you love
Wrong.
it. So
He don't ever stop talking.
That's it. 100 episodes. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless. Peace out. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Thanks for showing up. That's why. There you go.
Wrap it up, B.
Wrap that shit up.
Man.